All right, looks like we're live. So yeah, um, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 122 of Let's Chat Live. So tuning in now from a nice sunny evening here in jolly old England, and yeah, so hope you guys are all doing well. Let's see who's in the voice chat. Shall we waiting to speak so I can go and say hello? Let's have a look. So right now we got lucky nerds here. So with Ozzy and Shadow. Let's go and say hello to them, shall we? Hey guys.
There you are.
Yeah, here I am. Nice to see you as well. Looking nice and early.
Yeah.
So how you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm finishing lunch right now.
That's nice.
I'm doing good. I just came back from having dinner.
Very nice, yeah. Right now I'm playing a bit of Angry Birds on my iPad while we're of course going live. And right now I've got company because Susie's sleeping in a bed down there. Yeah. So how have you guys' weeks been since we last streamed?
Oh,
I've mainly just been catching up some shows, play some Arkham Knight.
Very nice. How you finding Arkham Knight so far, Shadow?
I'm loving it, but it's weaker than City.
Yeah, I'd say so too, yeah. My biggest problem with the game is probably its portrayal of the villain called Arkham Knight, and you'll see why, Shadow, when you play it later on.
Oh yeah, I got to that point already.
So you know
Very
who you know who Arkham Knight is, do you, Shadow?
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah, and tell me this, Shadow. Did you find him annoying when he was unmasked?
Oh my god, I was like, shut the hell up already.
I know, right? Yeah.
If I remember correctly, wasn't that Troy Baker who did the voice
of Arkham Knight?
Yeah,
Yes.
It's my least favorite role.
Yeah, I have to say the same thing because I still remember getting up to that part on the Xbox version, and I remember getting so annoyed.
I think he's much better when he plays him with a mask on, to be honest.
Yeah, it's more tolerable there, but
yeah,
like, oh my god, when it's unmasked,
yeah. That's unfortunately one of my least favorite roles of Troy Baker, but I like him much better in other roles. I mean, in that same game, he's much better as Two-Face. Yeah, and let's see who's in the comments, shall we? So, hello to Connor George and Darth Prime. Welcome, guys.
Wait, doesn't Troy also voice Robin?
Do you mean Tim Drake, Shadow? Yeah. I think that's Matthew Mercer in Arkham Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In City, he voices him, but then in Night, he got recasted to Matthew, likely due to the amount of roles Troy had.
Yeah. I mean, he was good as Robin in Arkham City, yes. But yeah, my favourite DC role of Troy Baker, well, that's tough because I love him as the Joker in Arkham Origins as well. It's hard for me to decide. And I see Daniel's here. Welcome, Daniel.
Good afternoon, guys. How's it going? Good afternoon.
Going pretty well, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, and then also look at, when it comes to Arkham Origins, I think that's the only one in the Arkham series I'm not that interested in playing.
Well, then again, sure, you can't play it unless you got a PS3 or Xbox 360 anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to play it because it doesn't have Markham like Kevin.
Well, I can understand how you feel about it, yeah.
So the stream just started, right?
Arkham Origins is maybe JB Blanca's Bane.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's good as Bane, and Wally Wingate also voices Riddler before he comes Riddler, where he plays someone called Enigma. Yeah, and I think Maurice LaMarche. Yes, he does, and also Nolan North plays Penguin too in that game as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think Black Mask was voiced by
Brian Bloom. Yeah, my favorite Captain America actor.
Yep, that was some good range as well.
Indeed, yeah, he's a good voice actor, Brian Bloom. In my opinion, he's underrated and deserves more attention.
Yeah, then again, and look, do you want to know my favorite boss battle so far in Arkham Knight?
Who is it? Tell me.
That is actually the Cloudburst tank.
Wait, sorry, who? Sorry.
The Cloudburst tank. You remember that?
Wait, no, I can't work out what you're saying at all, Shadow. Who's the main boss of that fight?
No. Yeah, it was Arkham Knight.
Okay. And where was it, and where in Gotham was it taking place?
Well, it was in Gotham City.
Okay, but whereabouts in Gotham was it? Was it in a specific building?
No, it was when Scarecrow unleashed the field gas.
Oh, okay, so that's of course when we get the scary line of "Welcome to Gotham, a City of Fear."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one. But
and also as well, what are you thinking of Jonathan Noble as Scarecrow when you hear it more of him, Shadow?
I gotta say this right now. John Noble is officially now my first Scarecrow.
Well, I can see why. He does an amazing job voicing Scarecrow in the game. It's my favourite voice role, John Noble. Are you, Connie? You going to Orlando? Awesome. Hey, Ozzy, guess what? Ozzy? Connor's going to Orlando next week.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice one.
Pretty cool, that. If you're in Orlando, Ozzy, you could probably meet him, couldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because didn't you say you're going to a theme park soon in the future?
Well, that's next month. I'm going back to Universal.
Oh, next month. Oh, okay.
But yeah, when it comes to Scarecrow, of course, my favorite version Scarecrow will always be Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, saying what's me. Great actor, Cillian Murphy. And of course, if you can collaborate with Christopher Nolan in several projects of his, yeah. And speaking of Scarecrow as well, guys, this week playing Injustice 2, a story mode, been a replay basically. I played it before on Xbox One, but I think PS4 version is better because the controller makes noises.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes, I love how the games have these exclusive features. For games which are on multiple consoles, not just one exclusive console. It's like how GTA 5 has an exclusive feature to PlayStation 4 in which the light flashes red and blue when you're getting chased by police.
Yeah.
It's a very cool feature and I wanted to know about it, until Ozzy showed it in the gaming chat, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I showed that last summer.
Yeah. And also, guys, if you're wondering what you know about Horizon, well, I've been trying to play the sequel, but it's just got really tiresome for me, so I'm taking a break from it. It's just so big and tiresome. And there's some things in it which, I think are impossible for me to do for a Platinum Trophy at this rate. But thankfully, I've been reading the guides of other games, like I'm going to be playing soon. And thankfully, many of them have quite easy guides to a Platinum Trophy, which is good.
Hey, I have a question for you guys, and it's related to comic books.
Yeah, go on, Daniel.
Yeah. What are some comic book characters that are better in the movies than they are on page?
I really don't know, to be honest.
I guess I could kind of say Wolverine.
Yeah, I would say. I also want to give a shout out to both Scarecrow as well as Yondu from the Guardians movies.
Yeah, I mean, Yondu is my favorite role of Michael Rooker, so.
Speaking of Michael Rooker, are there any other movies of Michael Rooker that you've seen, Luke?
Yeah, I've seen quite several actually. I saw him in Sliver and also Super, and also in his small role in the movie Jumper as well.
Yeah,
and there's probably other, and also I think he was also in the first Undisputed movie as well.
You haven't seen Cliffhanger, have you?
Cliffhanger? I don't think I have. No.
It's basically a reskinned version of Die Hard with Stallone and Michael Rooker leads.
Okay. Yeah, but when you say reskin of Die Hard, it makes me a bit concerned about it.
Well, as Sean Chandler put it, just because it's a reskinned version of Die Hard, that doesn't make the movie bad.
Okay,
and
so it's good then.
Yeah, and also you got John Lithgow as the main villain.
Well, Sensen, opinion on Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. He's my favorite Wolverine. You better have a problem with that. Oh, Jesus, guys. Don't tell me we've got someone being disrespectful in the goddamn chat side of it.
Here we go. Here we go again.
You can't just say hell no to us saying that we love Wolverine in movies more than the comics. It's called an opinion.
So,
If I say,
and also Hugh Jackman isn't the only actor we know who has portrayed Wolverine. Like, there's because
Oh,
there's also Steve
thank you,
Blum.
Daniel, for taking care of that jerk. Thank you.
Yeah, I timed it out for a second, and if he does come back, then you have my permission to block him.
Okay, cool.
Because Hugh Jackman isn't the only actor we know that plays Wolverine. There's also Steve Blum.
Well, he's my favourite voice actor for Wolverine, and I do also love Carl Dodd from the 90s animated series too, and on Scott McNeil from X-Men Evolution, among other good actors too for Wolverine. But yeah, Hugh Jackman always will be my Wolverine.
same here.
I mean, he's the actor that got me into a character to begin with.
Speaking of actors that we love, actually earlier today I finished watching the Apple TV Plus Michael J. Fox documentary.
Yeah, is it good? Is it good, Daniel?
Yeah, it was very heartbreaking to hear about how the first signs of Parkinson's started to show from Michael, and how he kind of dealt with that for the next 9 years of his life before retiring from acting in the late 90s.
Yeah. When you say retiring, Daniel, do you mean when he decided to go into voice acting instead of live action?
I believe he retired from live action acting in 1998 and retired from voice acting in the mid-2000s.
Because when I look at his Wikipedia page, it says that he retired on Christmas Day 2020 due to his health deteriorating, unfortunately.
That is true.
Yeah, it's very sad.
I believe his last live action high profile was this TV show he was doing from like 96 to the year 2000, I believe. And then obviously a year later, he continued voice acting because, well, voice acting is a lot easier since you're in a booth and everything.
It is, yeah.
It was a...
Yeah, and because of his health, I can totally understand why he made the decision to retire a few years ago.
Speaking of Michael J. Fox, I have a movie recommendation for you guys in case you're interested.
Okay, which movie?
So, for this upcoming 31 on 31 werewolf and vampire thing that I've been preparing, one of the movies on there is Teen Wolf.
That will be checking out.
Yeah, Teen Wolf is the story of Michael J. Fox as this high schooler who finds out he has werewolf heritage, and he uses his newfound werewolf powers to his advantage to become the best high school basketball player.
Okay.
It's also an example of a movie that did not need a sequel because we got something horrendous for Jason Bateman a couple years later.
Okay, that sounds concerning.
And if you choose to watch it, Luke, I will be there day one if you choose to do movies that didn't need a sequel. Teen Wolf.
So Teen Wolf is an example of one that didn't need a sequel, is it, for you, Daniel?
Yeah, it didn't need a sequel. And look, I got nothing against Jason Bateman, but he's just not Michael J. Fox.
I can understand that.
I take it he got recasted, did he, with Jason Bateman replacing him, did he, in this sequel?
Yeah, it's you are correct. He replaced Michael J. Fox, but it's not a recast. It's like an unnecessary continuation of the story with a new set of characters.
It got panned on release. Wow.
That's definitely telling me something is wrong.
And apparently got a third movie. What? Well, not necessarily a third one. It's just a short.
A short? Okay.
Yeah, 14 minutes. But
okay.
Why? Yeah, the only question is, why?
Speaking of films that didn't need a sequel, Daniel, did you get a chance to watch my video on why The Blues Brothers did not need a sequel?
Yeah, I watched it last week, actually.
And what were your thoughts on it, if you don't mind me asking you?
Everything you were saying in that video is pretty much spot on what I was saying.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say, yeah. I mean, I assume, did you two also see it as well, Charlie and Shadow?
Yeah, yes, I saw you around.
Yeah, I chose to watch it even though I haven't seen the original one.
I'd recommend it. It's a timeless classic, The Blues Brothers.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's one of the best comedies I've ever seen. It's brilliant, in my opinion.
So I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
do you lose respect for someone who chooses to go against their word? Like, let's say, for example, some like famous person says that they're going to not do something, and they end up doing it anyway, retracting what they said.
I think it depends on what they're saying they're not going to do, Daniel.
Yeah, I think it depends.
It depends.
Like,
so, Shadow, you already know this, and I'm gonna tell this right now to everyone else here. I believe it was stated last year that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would never return to the Fast and the Furious franchise, and at first, I initially believed him. I'm pretty sure everyone else here believed him, because like we all know for a fact that Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel had some behind-the-scenes clashes with each other, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. So I personally believe that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would hold to his word, and he would never ever return to the Fast and the Furious franchise. And then that changed yesterday.
Let me guess. Did he announce he's returning?
Yes, they did announce he was returning, and honestly, it's just one of those situations where I was tempted to completely lose respect for him, but then I was like, hang on a second. Maybe somehow him and Vin Diesel were able to put their differences aside so he could come back. But it's just one of those situations where it's like, Dwayne said for years that he would never work with Vin Diesel again, and now all of a sudden he's coming back. Like, come on, dude, you're going against what you said for years.
I mean, what I'm wondering is, will he be sharing scenes in a film with Vin Diesel? There's also that too. I mean, I don't know what the circumstances, and to be honest, I don't care because I'm not even watching this 10th movie.
Oh, and also, even though I haven't seen the complete franchise yet, I think Hobbs and Shaw was Hobbs' perfect ending, to be honest.
So wait, Shadow, have you actually seen Hobbs and Shaw, the movie?
Yeah, I saw it.
Cool, yeah, it is a good movie, and yeah. And you know what? To be honest, you know, I'd rather watch that over anything that came after Furious 7. I mean, in my opinion, guys, there's only 7 Fast and Furious films. We can't milk it anymore.
I mean, if you're going to ask me about with The Rock, no, not really. I mean, I kind of want to know, like, what made him come back. And you can't just say money. There has to be a real reason. It can't just be money. Like, just show me what happened.
Yeah.
And I would like to guess that him and Vin Diesel set their differences aside and started becoming friends again.
All right, guys, my phone battery's about to die, so I'm going to go, and then I'm going to come back later on when it's charged, okay?
All right, no worries, Daniel. See you in a bit, then.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Isn't it really annoying when your phone's about to die? Very annoying.
Yeah, I have my phone on charge mode right now.
Good idea, yeah. I've already charged mine up ready for a stream, yeah. If it ever runs out of charge, I'll just put it back on, yeah.
Yeah, I usually just swap devices.
That's a good idea as well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just using my phone right now, and then when it runs to 50%, I'm just going to swap to my computer.
Good idea.
And so, yeah, this Thursday, I managed to finish House of the Dragon.
Well,
and also look way better than Season 8.
Well, I still don't care about it, Shadow. I'm not interested.
Well, I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not interested because Series 8 killed my interest. I don't want to talk about House of the Dragon.
That's alright.
If a movie is panned, you'll ditch it. Yeah, that's probably a good move, Connor. Do that for your own sake, especially with that Tom Cruise movie. That movie is trash.
Oh my god. I hate that movie.
Yeah, please, for your own sake, don't see that movie. It is horrible. Just stick to Brendan Fraser films for your own sake. I mean, even the 2 sequels to the first one are better than that 2017 trash.
Yeah, oh my god, because at least those 2 sequels don't set up for a cinematic universe. It's in its own universe.
Exactly. Like, when you're trying to set up a shared universe in one movie at the start, it's not going to work. Keep focused on the story itself. Don't, include other franchises.
Yeah, because literally that movie, right after the Universal logo, it literally goes with the Dark Universe logo. What?
That's like introducing the MCU logo in the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah, not knowing it's going to be successful or not.
Yeah, you should wait till a franchise is successful, like the MCU did. Because what was the first film they did which had the MCU fanfare at the start?
I think that was Dark World.
Well, yeah, there you go then. So they waited, didn't they, until the franchise was successful? Because after, of course, the first Avengers movie and Iron Man 3, those two films got $1 billion, didn't they, the box office? So yeah, successful. So yeah, and
it's also sad that even Scoop didn't try doing that.
Yeah,
that was still trash too.
Yeah, Scoob was indeed trash. That's probably the worst example of like an animated film that sets up a shared universe.
Yeah, failed miserably.
In my opinion, the only good thing about the movie was Frank Welker as Scooby, and that was probably about it, really.
Oh yeah, because if these cinematic universes want to be cinematic universes, just leave small hints. Don't leave an obvious hint.
Yeah, because the way they did it in Scoob was horrible. And that's not the only problem I have with the movie, because it has unlikable characters as well.
Awful voice acting too.
They made Shaggy into a complete moron.
I know, right? And it also breaks my heart to say that the film, in my opinion, has Mark Wahlberg's worst role I've ever seen from him. Blue Falcon.
The sad thing is that that's his first voice role.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good way to start.
Very unfortunate.
What? Just like, what the heck, man?
I've only seen Scoob once, guys, on Prime, so I didn't waste my money on it.
Saw it on Netflix, never again.
Saw it on HBO Max as soon as available, which sadly was the same day I saw New Legacy.
Oh dear.
Maybe I did see it on HBO Max as well. I think it was.
I mean, because I think I've explained this before, but I remember before going to New Legacy, one of my friends at the time told me it was a masterpiece. I'm just like, okay then, and then I walked into a trap.
Oh dear. Not good.
I know how many traps I've walked in at this point with movies. Over 10. Like, I'm promised that the movie's going to be good, and then it's not.
Yes, sometimes it's best not to say a word of other people, because your opinion might be different.
And yeah, maybe it's best to not trust these kind of people.
You know, that's why I think it's best just to go into a movie with your own open mind, and you don't believe other people until you see it for yourself,
So usually I just like to go in blind.
Pretty much.
That's what I do, yeah.
Like I did with The Founder.
Yeah, The Founder was a great movie. I loved it when I saw it. Great movie. One of Michael Keaton's best roles as well.
Yeah, I liked him as Ray Kroc.
Yeah.
And it was like it so much that literally the next day I went to go get McDonald's for dinner.
That's a great idea.
And that was my very first McDonald's I had since September.
Wow. Been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I thought last time was October, but I was like, no, wait, September. Yeah, I've been like on some sort of fast food diet lately.
Yeah, me too. I don't really eat very much fast food these days, to be honest.
I mean, usually I just eat whatever inside of my house I can make easily.
Yeah, and I make up for eating any junk food I have in my house by exercising. Yeah, I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes either. I mean, did you guys hear that they removed the audience score for Peter Pan and Wendy on the Rotten Tomatoes website?
Oh, I'm just like, cowards!
Absolute cowards.
That means they can't handle criticism.
That makes them really stupid.
No. Yeah, they want you to think that the movie's a masterpiece.
But it's not, is it? I mean, it's not a masterpiece according to you guys who've seen it. I mean, because Ozzy, you can confirm that you think it's the worst remake of Disney you've ever seen, don't you?
It is beyond terrible. It literally makes Lion King 2019 like a masterpiece.
Yeah, because didn't you say that Lion King is not woke in comparison?
It isn't. And it actually has more redeeming moments because, like, James Earl Jones sounded pretty tired of the mic, but at least they brought him back.
Yeah, the original Mufasa, yeah.
Kenobi.
And
Yeah.
they actually brought Hans Zimmer back, even though 90% of the scores are exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this one, no. And literally, the composer of this movie just sounds like they're ripping off Danny Elfman.
Mm.
And if you want your music to sound like Danny Elfman, hire Danny Elfman.
Yeah, simply hire the man himself. I mean, I'm sure he'd be happy to. I mean, Ozzy, has Danny Elfman ever composed any music for a Peter Pan movie before?
No, but I'm pretty sure he would be great to do one.
Yeah, I think he'd fit well, actually, to do that.
Yeah, because there's a lot of music that I'm pretty sure Danny Elfman could really pull off. Like, imagine if he did music for Mario. Because you know Mario has like a wacky world, so Danny Elfman could pull up something with all the Tim Burton movies he's done, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that music was pretty funny, weren't it, in the movie?
Yeah.
And also, speaking of Mario, I noticed on Twitter that apparently Charlie Day wants Luigi's Mansion movie.
Well, I want one too.
I wouldn't say no to that.
Just anything in that Mario franchise, I'd love to watch, because, you know, when you look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie and you compare it to Peter Pan and Wendy, you know, the reason why it's doing so well with people is because it was made with fans in mind, not critics.
Yeah, and Illumination has our respect for that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping they'll make greater movies after it as well. I mean, the only thing I'm not going to watch part of it is Despicable Me 4, though. I'm not watching that.
Oh, screw that.
Because
I decided not to.
Yeah, because in my opinion, the franchise should have ended with the second movie. I mean, should have just done Rise of Gru after that as a prequel.
Speaking of which, that will be the next Despicable Me movie I will watch.
Well, I think it's good, and in my opinion, Shadow, it's a far better prequel than the first Minions movie. And also, what's great, Shadow, is you don't even need to watch Minions to understand Rise of Gru.
You can literally just skip Minions and go straight right into Rise of Gru.
Yeah,
you don't miss anything.
You're missing nothing at all. I mean, I think Illumination was actually trying to, learn their lesson from the failure of Minions, weren't they?
Yeah, and plus, I think Rise of Gru really paid off with all the references to the original movie.
And also, you can confirm that your audience was cheering, weren't they?
Oh yeah, they were a lot.
Nice.
Yes. Because again, with the post-credit scene when Nefario joins Gru and we first see their plane, like everybody was loud, which I was not expecting an audience to be that happy for an Illumination movie, to be honest.
Please, no spoilers.
No.
Because I would be glad to not know anything about this film.
We'll just go in not knowing a thing, Shadow, and you'll be in for lots of good surprises. I mean, there's some things we already confirmed prior to it coming out, of course. I mean, like Ozzy said, of course, they confirmed right from the start that Russell Brand was going to be in the movie, so I think I know who he's going to be playing, of course.
Yes.
And that's my favourite also Russell Brand of all time as well.
And yeah, Russell Brand will also have my respect because he's against woke.
Yeah, he's a legend, Russell Brand. I follow him on his channels and all that. He's really cool and hilarious as well. He's a great comedian.
I mean, another person that really earned my respect this year is obviously Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pratt is awesome, and when he said, when he showed support for fans when Mario came out, my respect for him went even higher.
Oh yes. Oh, and also George Lucas, my respect as well.
Yeah, I think I know where this is going because I saw an interview that, Star Wars Theory posted on his Instagram story, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and Gina Carano shared it on a Twitter.
And he roasted the hell out of Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh my god, I saw that earlier, and it felt so satisfying to watch.
Yeah, George Lucas is an absolute legend, and it's also a coincidence because tomorrow's his birthday.
Yay!
Yay, my favorite director of all time.
So yeah, I'll be sure to wish him a happy birthday tomorrow when it's 7 PM UK time. And speaking of, making stuff for people, I also hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's episode of Hound as well.
Oh,
Oh man, that
episode was creepy.
Well, I hope
So
it delivered.
creepy.
I hope it delivered.
It did, especially coming from someone who has arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, guys, what were your thoughts? What were you guys' thoughts on Sharon Grunwalder's Arachnid?
Oh, she was great.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nailed it.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys like her, and I'm sure if she comes onto the stream, we can definitely praise her for doing that. I had a lot of fun working with her on it. Oh, looks like we've got Susie wants to come and say hello to us. Susie, come here. It's okay. Susie. I don't know what she wants to do at all, guys. She's like, like staring at me or something. Susie. Oh, she meowed at me. Come here.
So sadly, guys, it's 13 more days now until the trash memory comes out.
The what? Sorry, Shadow. What comes out?
What? There's just 13 more days till the woke memory comes out.
Oh.
The woke what?
Well, he's talking about the awful live-action Little Mermaid remake.
Well, I don't care about it.
That's what I like. That's what I like to call it, the woke memory, because that's what it is.
Yeah, because it is woke.
Well, at least my suffering is still not going to happen yet, because I'm not watching that in theaters.
And well, on a more positive note, guys, here's Susie.
Yay! Yay!
Aww. Look, Susie. People saying hello to you in the chat.
Hi, Susie.
Aww. We love this cat, don't we, guys? She's beautiful.
Yeah.
My little companion as well, because whenever I play games, guys, she sits in her bed while I'm playing games. Oh, she's adorable, isn't she? I love you, Susie. And we all love you here as well. Everyone here loves you. Aw. Do you wanna go down there then? There you go. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, she's adorable. So, as we're saying as well, guys, when it comes to gaming as well, speaking of that, I managed to finish all of the main Halo games as well earlier on Sunday. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to do. And now, guys, I've officially started the Gears of War franchise, and I'm on to a third game now, actually. I started it today, and so far, it's another one of my favourite game franchises of all time. And I've only played 3 of the games. And I will also say, guys, that Marcus Phoenix, the main character, is my favourite role of John DiMaggio of all time, because he's absolutely hilarious and badass at the same time.
Oh, nice.
And I say he's funny, guys, because he swears a lot when he's, fighting in the games.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Like, he swears like there's no tomorrow. I mean, the games aren't for kids, so that's probably why, of course, but yeah. And there's also a character in my franchise. My second favourite character in my franchise is called Damon Baird, and he's one of my favourite roles of all time from Fred Tatashaw as well.
Nice.
Yeah, he's also hilarious because he also swears a lot too as well. Like, many parts of the game I was laughing so loudly at.
Wow.
But I'd recommend the games if you guys have not played them already. I mean, Shadow, I know you can't play them because they're unfortunately only on Xbox, but Ozzy, you might be in luck, of course.
Yeah, maybe. I might try it.
Yeah, go for it. You won't regret it. All great games. Yeah, go for it. Oh, well, Shadow, didn't you say you'd only get it because of exclusives?
Yeah, like Halo and Gears of War.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because nowadays, guys, I tend to play, multiple console games on PS4 instead, to be honest.
I just do rotations with my video game consoles. Like, one day I'm doing Xbox, next PlayStation, then Nintendo.
So basically, in a cycle, Ozzy?
Yeah, kind of. And maybe once in a while, PC.
Remind me again, Ozzy, do you have any of the Warhammer games on your PC yet?
I don't, and I'm not sure if I can get them on my PC because they could only handle so much.
Oh dear, is it like one of those PCs that has like, you know, a limit when it comes to gaming and all that?
Yeah, because I remember getting Lego City Undercover, and I remember the game was lagging a lot on that.
Well, you can see why I don't really do PC gaming really that much at all. It's actually really rare that I do PC gaming.
Yeah, like times I do PC gaming would be like with Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, because the controls on the PC are better than the controllers like Xbox or PlayStation.
And you know, speaking of PC games, you know, where you have like, you know, a console game not doing very well on the PC, like Lego City Undercover. Did you guys hear about the Last of Us PC port going horribly wrong?
Oh, I heard about that.
Like, did you guys see those glitches?
Like, what happened? I'm just like that.
I think it's proof, guys, that, you know, it's probably best that you just do PC exclusive games that, you know, because they tend to work better than console games being put onto PC, don't they? Most of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, the only, you know, PC games I've played in, you know, so far, guys, you know, are probably the game called Prison Architect and also, as well, Project Zomboid. Those are the only two games I've played on PC so far. If you guys wondering what they are, Project Zomboid is like an open world top down zombie apocalypse game, and the other Prison Architect is where you got to literally build and manage a prison.
Wow, both games actually sound interesting.
Yeah, they are pretty good games. And when I was a kid, I also played a game called SimCity, where you got to build, you know, a city basically, and manage that.
Oh, I used to play The Sims when I was younger too.
Yeah, did you play SimCity, Ozzy, to be specific?
Maybe, because I remember playing the Sims games a lot on my iPad.
Nice.
Yeah. If you ask me, what are the best games that run on PC? I'm going to simply say Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
Yeah, I played that when I was a kid too on PC as well. That was great.
Yeah, same thing with Lego Indiana Jones and Lego Batman 1.
Indeed, Connor. Indeed. And you know what? I'm so glad as well that Disney lost millions of subs. It's what we deserve.
I just started laughing when I found out about that.
Over my opinion, we don't deserve any subs at all. And after I've played, of course, the Gears of War games, I'll then be playing a standalone exclusive game called Quantum Break. That's what I'm going to be playing next.
Didn't Blaze say that's the Xbox version of Uncharted?
It is, but it has time travel powers in it. That's what Blaze told me about it. And the main character is played by the guy who plays Iceman in the X-Men live-action movies, the original movies in Days of Future Past, Shawn Ashmore.
Interesting.
And the main villain of the game, as well, guys, is played by Littlefinger from Game of Thrones, Aidan Gillen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And of course, guys, I'm also playing the game mainly so I can pay my respects to Lance Reddick because he's also in the game too as a character called Martin Hatch.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be playing it for him. And then after I've played that, I'll be playing another standalone exclusive called Sunset Overdrive.
Oh.
Which is maybe...
I think I played some of it.
Yeah,
before.
It's made by the same people who made the Spider-Man PS4 game, guys. But yeah, this is like a cartoon sort of game, really. But it's different to Spider-Man, of course, much different. I mean, this was several years before Spider-Man came out, so yeah.
I think if I remember the story correctly, I think that it's like some sort of zombie game that was caused by soda. I think.
It is, yeah, it is.
Which is kind of funny and kind of creepy at the same time.
Yeah, it is creepy indeed. Yeah. So, and also Ozzy, after I completed Halo Infinite on Sunday, I can see why you think it's a decent game as well. I can see why you think that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, you know, the idea of adding an open world to a Halo game is questionable because the other games I played didn't have an open world in, so it was hard for me to accept, to be honest.
I'm just used to the leveling system instead of open world for Halo because that's
Yeah, me too.
kind of weird.
Yeah, me too. I mean, if the other games had open worlds, then I'd be like, okay, fair enough, but they didn't, so it's hard to accept.
Yeah, it would have been simple if they just did a small transition to open world like Lego games did.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they did it, gradually, didn't they? No, it's not. It's not Thanos, Connor. You'll find out who the figure is in a second when I'm showing you everyone what I got this week when I've unboxed. Just wondering if Blaze will show up soon because maybe he's not going to. But you know what? Maybe we'll start now, and I can tell him. I mean, I've already texted Blaze to tell him what I got today, guys. So he probably already knows anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So to start with what I got this week, well, unboxing wise, I unboxed my figure, of course, of Kotal Khan from MK11. I unboxed that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty good figure, in my opinion. We did a good job designing Kotal. One of my favourite wars of Phil Lamar, but I personally like Kotal Khan all in MKX. In my opinion, we made him into an absolute jerk in MK11, made him unlikable.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one of my bad qualities with 11. In my opinion, some characters got messed up in that game. Then also as well, after that, I unboxed my figure of Wonder Woman from Shazam Fury of the Gods.
Nice.
Yeah, holding a lasso of truth here. And for some reason, guys, her tiara was loose. It wasn't, attached to her head, so I had to, literally put it in like that. It was actually quite hard to do. Difficult.
That's weird. Very weird.
I suppose if you want to, you can recreate, her throwing it, like she does in the Lego games and all that I've played, but, yeah. And then today, guys, actually, I unboxed my figure of Captain America based on the comics.
The real Captain America.
Yeah, thankfully, guys, he's not based on Piss Evans. And when I do my reviews for Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War, the figure will be on display when I'm talking about them.
Nice.
Nice one.
Yeah. Speaking of reviews, guys, of course, I also filmed my review for Iron Man 3 as well this week, and yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the mediocre films for me, sadly.
Yeah, I just think it's okay.
There's still things about it that I don't like, unfortunately. Lots of things I don't like, mainly the villains.
Oh god, they were laughable.
I know, right? And then today, guys, I got 3 video games from Kex, and so now 2 of them are actually games in the same franchise, and I'll give you guys a clue because last week when I was in Manchester, I got the 4th installment of this franchise, and that game, of course, is a game I'd recommend if you guys want a game that's like in the style of a Matrix. Do you guys remember what game that was? But I said like a Matrix game.
I honestly actually forgot.
Well, the main character of the franchise is Johnny Gat.
Saints Row 4.
Yeah, well, that's what I got last week. But today, guys, I got its predecessor remastered, which of course is Saints Row 3 remastered. This is unfortunately my least favorite in the franchise so far, but I think it's good for what it is in my opinion. That's why I got it remastered with PS4. It's also next gen because you used to have it on Xbox One.
And
the second one. So what, Shadow?
I guess you might like that game better now, not the remake. So.
Well, I'm not going to buy that reboot. I refuse to buy it. It's made by people who clearly don't understand the fans at all and attack them. So why should I buy their game? There's no reason why I should. And then that's not the only Saints Row game I got, because I actually got a spin-off in that franchise, which is Agents of Mayhem.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, this is like, of course, a game which is the result of something that happened in the expansion set in hell, where you can create a new world or whatever. So and this is that world. And the last game I got, guys, is another Lego game. And this is actually the first installment of a franchise of 2 movies. Or 2 of them, of course. Can you guys guess what other game is based on the first movie of this franchise on PS4?
When did it come out?
It came out on a day in a year, Aussie, where everything is awesome came out.
Lego movie.
Lego.
Yeah, it's the first Lego movie
Lego
game.
Hobbit.
It's
Oh, wait, never mind. Lego movie game.
yeah, the first Lego movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That game's pretty good.
Yeah, and don't worry, guys. I flat out refuse to buy the sequels game because it's, in my opinion, the worst Lego game of all time. The second one.
Good. You're saving yourself a lot of pain.
I mean, I refuse to play it, guys, because I've seen clips of it and it looks absolute trash. And Ozzy, you can confirm that you tried to play the first level and you left early, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried being in the game again for your benefits, but I shut it off too early in again.
Yeah, because it's just stupid, isn't it? It's literally a clone of Lego Worlds, but reskinned with Lego movie characters, isn't it?
What's wrong with traditional Lego play? I always like that.
Thankfully, Lego Skywalker Saga went back to that. Thankfully.
But if I were to say a bad quality I have with Lego movie game is, I think the hub world sucks.
Well,
and I guess.
Well, I'll be a judge of the hubbles when I play it because, guys, after I've played both Saints Row 4 and Sleeping Dogs, my next marathon of gaming, guys, is going to be Lego games.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Blaze, what's
Hi,
up?
Blaze.
I'm just showing everyone what I got this week, Blaze. You know, which I told you about earlier.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, guys, I got one figure today, and this figure, guys, is for a Mortal Kombat character. One of my favorites of all time, and based on how he appears in my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time. Can you guess who it is, guys?
So it's based off of something from NKX.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters.
Raiden. No.
Well, Blaze,
Is it Raiden?
you're right, it's Raiden. You face the true
Akuma,
God
as a
of
joke.
Thunder. Yeah, it's Raiden, Blaze. You're right.
I was gonna say Akuma as a joke.
No, it's the same actor into which that who voices Akuma, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Raiden, guys, based on how he appears in MKX, my favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time.
It's a shame they don't sell Future Raiden. I would have loved that one.
Maybe they do, Blaze, but I didn't see it at the store today.
Oh yeah, so today I finally platinumed Horizon.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
It was definitely a chore,
Yes.
weren't it, Blaze?
Yeah, it was.
You can see why I was, taking a lot of time to do it.
And look, and I forgot a bad quality I have with Arkham Knight. Another bad quality I have.
Yeah, what is it?
And that is, I hated how Gordon got wasted.
Yeah. Well, keep playing the game, Shadow, and you'll see what happens, of course.
Yeah,
All right, take care, Connor.
I hated how he was just in the beginning of the game and then come back in the last missions.
Yeah. I mean, Shadow, you're not finished the game, have you?
No, I'm at the last.
Well, wait to see how it goes.
Well, I've already seen how it went because I watched all the cutscenes like years prior before I actually played the game. But I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let Shadow find out.
Oh, I'm at least glad that Barbara's alive.
Yeah, have a good time in Orlando, Connor. Have a safe journey. So, Blaze, now that you've finished with Horizon Zero Dawn, are you going to play the sequel, or are you going to just rely on what me and Mike said about it?
I'm actually playing Assassin's Creed Origins now.
But Blaze, do you plan to play the sequel, Horizon Forbidden West, anytime soon?
Not really, because of what you and Mike said.
Yeah, because apparently, guys, Mike Jigga Vega hates the sequel. That's what Blaze told me.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
yeah, even in his live stream he said it.
Yeah, because Blaze, wasn't he complaining about Alora being unlikable?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I mean, when I play the game, Blaze, I made sure she picked, the love heart option when picking what you can say to characters. Because you can pick what kind of thing to say to characters, guys. One which is like compassion, one is like, and there's also one where you mean to them as well. And I picked the heart one for compassion. So yeah. But right now, guys, on PS4, I'm playing Injustice 2. I've already done the story mode of it already, and that was great to replay once again. And I gotta say, playing the story mode of it again made me miss Kevin Conroy even more as Batman.
Hey, Shadow, look at this.
Yeah, I saw you posted it. Congrats.
Yeah, you did it, Blaze.
There it is as well. It was really annoying, especially the power cells, that's for sure.
And so, Blaze, did you not use the armor in the hunting trials?
No, not really. You?
Yeah, I did use it, Blaze, because when I read the guide on the roadmap and on YouTube, it was recommended to wear the armor because it gives you all the armor, you know, against the machines.
Funny how I was able to do without the armor.
Yeah, well done, Blaze. You did really well. And Blaze, which of the trials, in your opinion, was the hardest one for you when you played it? Which trial was the hardest for you?
The Thunderjaw one, that's for sure.
Yeah, I had to look at the guide several times, you know, to practice what to do. It was a pain. The hardest one for me, which had me raging loudly, was when I was, you know, having to pull down the glint hawks. That was really hard.
Yeah, that one's annoying as hell.
It's also annoying because you have other machines attacking you as well as the glint hawks, so that makes it worse. But in my opinion, guys, the best part of Horizon for me is Lance Reddick.
Yeah, may forever rest in peace.
Yeah, an amazing actor.
Was taken way too soon.
He was only 60 for crying out loud. Yeah, heart disease sucks. Really sucks. When he passed away, guys, I refused to believe it for a moment. You know, I thought it was hoaxes.
I mean, I wanted to believe the same thing with Kevin.
Yeah, same thing. I think with any actor dying, really, to be honest.
Like I like every time I hear an actor die, I just want to believe that it's a joke.
Yeah, I think it also applies to one of my favorite YouTubers who also died, which is Angry Grandpa as well, when he died in 2017.
Yeah, I still remember that.
Yeah, that's probably one time I wish it was fake and it was a clickbait, but unfortunately it was real. But of course, but of course, guys, after that I lost respect for his son Michael.
Yeah, I don't believe him nowadays. I don't believe him at all.
Yeah, I lost respect for him because he does clickbait all the time in his videos, and he takes it way too far. And he puts his own father, Angry Grandpa, in his videos, just in the intros, just so he can get views on unrelated vlogs or whatever, which is stupid.
At this point, I just call him the king of clickbait. And
he hasn't even posted any of you know these like pre-recorded videos they did before Grandpa died, which he promised us in that video where he announced more content will be coming despite Grandpa's death. Yeah, because guys, despite Grandpa dying, they filmed lots of stuff which they didn't even upload to YouTube on their USBs or whatever. So they had all of that, and they've been barely uploading anything.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that's why I unsubbed. I had enough.
Yeah, nowadays I just kind of watch like older Angry Grandpa videos. Like before, they were uploaded to YouTube, and they were uploaded to that old website called Break. That I'm not even sure if it's around nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite, videos by them is probably where Grandpa's in his trailer. Those were funniest in my opinion.
Yeah, the early days of Angry Grandpa.
Yeah.
Basically.
My favorite prank they did on is probably Walking Dead prank.
Oh, that prank was so funny.
I actually, posted a rewatch on my channel, Ozzy. You can see me down a laughter watching it.
I still remember watching that.
Yeah. I also love a video where he's raging about his internet not working, but I can relate to him in that sense.
Me too.
Yeah, Amir.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got some news.
Yeah, boys.
So Monday I'm going to go to the doctor just to have a checkup, and then I can start working.
Nice one, Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze, you told me about this. And I gotta say it again. Congratulations on finally getting a job.
1 year of job hunting finally paid off.
Yeah. Honestly, guys, I really hate job hunting. I can't stand it.
Last time, Luke, I had to wait like an entire year just looking for a job.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I don't want to go.
Yeah, same here.
It's not something I like to go for at all. I'm like, I really hate it when other people make it look so easy to get a job when it's not easy at all. Like, people make it look so easy, but it's not at all.
Especially when stores are advertising that they are hiring, but then when you went to go apply for it, one day later they email you, sorry, you didn't get the job.
Yeah, I hate that.
So why are you going to advertise that you're hiring, but you're actually not?
Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. I've tried it before, guys, and they let me down.
False advertising 101, am I right?
Yeah, it is false. You know, because I literally, tried to apply for a job. They said come to a store. I came the following day, and they told me they'd already given it to someone else. So, like, why tell me to go to a bloody store then? Completely and utterly useless.
Literally just wasting your time.
Literally, yeah.
Especially stores that are incredibly understaffed.
And what's also worse, guys, is I literally came really prepared because I wore a suit as well. So yeah, there's that too. So what an absolute joke it was.
Wow.
Oh, and Ozzy, did you buy any chance to see Critical Drinkers review for Peter Pan and Wendy?
I haven't yet, but Shadow sent me the link earlier.
Please do it. It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
I can already tell it's better than the movie.
Yeah, the movie has really bad reviews so far, which is a good thing.
Indeed, yeah. And Ozzy, when you posted us your reaction to a movie, you pointed out lots of mistakes, didn't you?
Yeah, there are so many mistakes. The movie is so broken.
I mean, one thing that you pointed out was that the shadows were out of sync with people fighting, didn't you?
Incredibly out of sync.
And how come they didn't notice that?
Probably because they didn't care.
And another thing, this week I also saw a clip of Picked Off the Crocodile, and oh my god, the CGI was trash.
The crocodile? In what shadow?
Peter Pan and Wendy.
The crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah, the crocodile that eats Hook's hand.
Terrible CGI.
The crocodile's barely in the movie. Like, literally, after Hook gets defeated, he's literally just seen swimming in the ocean at the final shot. The crocodile doesn't even try coming after him.
And speaking of Hook, you can also confirm that Jude Law didn't even save the movie either, did he?
No, he did not.
That's unfortunate.
Just like how it's unfortunate how I'm about to say this, Hook is Jude Law's worst role.
Damn, so worse than Yomrog in Captain Marvel.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I guess that's one thing that you and the Critical Drinker disagrees on, because the Drinker actually said that in his review that Jude Law was one of the few good parts about that movie.
Really? Yeah, he did, didn't he? But like, wow. I mean, thankfully, guys, I'm never going to see a movie, so I'm not going to comment on it. But my favourite Jude Law, guys, is Dr. Watson and Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movies.
Same here.
My favorite role so far is in a series of unfortunate events.
Do you mean the movie or the show, Shadow?
The movie.
Okay.
Lemony Snicket.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Jim Carrey in that movie?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see if I can watch it one day.
Oh, you love it! It's so funny.
Well, Jim Carrey's in it, so I'm already looking forward.
The funny thing is that when I first saw the movie, I actually thought it was by Tim Burton.
Yeah, it looks like Tim Burton movie, but it isn't.
I mean, who made that movie? Who directed it?
Let's see. Let's search it up right now.
And when you say feeling like a Tim Burton movie, was it music by Danny Elfman?
I don't think it was.
I don't know if it did music or.
I mean, it sounds like something Danny Elfman would compose.
It was directed by someone named Brad Silberling. Man, I never heard of that director, but
never heard of him either.
I guess I would say Sears of Fortune is my favorite movie of his.
Oh, it's about Thomas Newman, the score for that movie. It's Thomas Newman.
Yeah.
And I see where Jude Law narrated it as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite role of this so far.
Nice. And he voiced Lemony Snicket narrating it. That's what it is. Nice. It's got a good cast of actors too. That's pretty cool.
And someday I will watch the show.
Yeah, isn't that like a Netflix exclusive?
Yep, with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, I think that'll be easy to watch.
I also don't know if this is important to know, but that movie's also a Nickelodeon movie.
Yeah, I heard it was, because didn't Ramon do it on his marathon with Nickelodeon?
Yeah, he did.
And that's how he unfortunately watched that Airbender live action movie, didn't he?
Yeah, and you want to know the sad thing about that marathon?
What about it?
I was the one who suggested he should watch Nickelodeon.
Yeah, well, there are some good things in that marathon though, at least.
Yeah, there's very few ones, but most of them are like, really?
I mean, my favourites are Tintin and Rango.
Yeah, same here.
Rango will always be my favorite Nickelodeon movie of all time.
And both Tintin and Rango for me are examples of ones that deserve sequels.
There's Rango.
Please just give us the sequels right now.
Yeah, I got on Blu-ray too, Ozzy.
And then there's Tintin.
Nice.
Then here's another good one I do recommend though.
The Spiderwick Chronicles. Okay.
Yeah, the
Freddie Highmore's movie.
Yeah, the movie does have some scary moments though.
Does it now? Well, I'm used to him.
Yeah, it didn't freak me out when I first saw the movie.
Yeah, same here.
When I got to meeting some Moam sweets, Moam. You guys heard of Moam?
Moam. Yeah,
never heard.
Moam.
Yeah, Moams. Yeah, they're like chewable sweets. Yeah, they're really nice.
Probably my favorite sweet of that company is something called chestnuts. They're absolutely delicious.
They do nice sweets. Yeah, really nice.
Chestnuts. I heard that somewhere in a Christmas song once.
So yeah, my favorite character in the Teen Titans original series. Well, I love Raven back Dorlet. I really like Raven as a character. But I'll always have a place in my heart for your other members, of course. Especially, of course, Cyborg. Booyah!
Booyah!
I love that catchphrase. And thanks to that show, Kara Payton will always be my Cyborg. Always will be. And it was also great to hear him once again in Injustice 2 when I've been playing it recently. It's amazing how he's getting on a bit, guys, for his age. He's like I think he's like 50 now, I think. And he really can sound like a teenager to this day. It's brilliant, isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah, he's 50 and he can still sound young when he voices Cyborg. Like, that's talent right there. And speaking of Teen Titans, my favorite Robin boy is actually Lauren Lester from the Batman animated series. But he's my favorite Robin of all time.
I can understand why.
Yeah, in my opinion, better than any of the live action portrayals. In my opinion,
especially Chris O'Donnell.
Well, he's the worst one, especially because of Bat Lemon Slobbins version.
Which I still have PTSD of.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't talk about those movies ever.
I vaguely remember that about Dorlet because it's been a while since I've seen In Jail Unlimited. Because right now I'm currently binge watching Superman animated series, and so far I'm loving it. It's a really great show. Superman animated series is really great show. Absolutely amazing. But of course, my favorite show of all time is Batman animated series, well. And of course, I also as well saw the animated movie called Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. In my opinion, a way better portrayal of Batwoman than Batwoman from the Arrowverse.
Anything is better than that.
Indeed, yeah. Thankfully, guys, I never watched that show and I never will. I instead watch Adam's reviews, but they've been pure entertainment from start to finish. If you guys are wondering what review from As I love to rewatch all the time, it's probably his review for episode 3 of Batwoman, actually, from the first season. Because at first, guys, he thought the show was naff at first. You know, at first he didn't think it was walky. He just thought it was naff. You know, not that good. But when he got to episode 3, he didn't want to watch anymore because he thought the episode was complete trash.
Yeah, his reaction is really funny.
Indeed, Blaze. Yeah, really funny. Yeah, Clancy Brown was definitely a perfect casting as Lex Luthor. He's my favourite Lex Luthor of all time. Wait, Blaze, what are you playing?
Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm just doing the gladiator arenas.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not?
Yeah, did you guys know? Did you guys know? Did you guys know there's actually a side quest in that game called "Are You Not Entertained?" There's actually a side quest bit with that quote from Gladiator.
Wow.
And that's a pretty, popular quote, isn't it? A popular meme now. Said by my favourite wall of Russell Crowe of all time. And also, because Russell Crowe was interviewed by Critical Drink on his channel, I might probably watch his new film called Reports Exorcist soon, see what I think of that.
Yeah, I did hear that the most critical absolutely hated that movie.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. Oh.
Well, I think the only reason why I'd watch it is just so I can watch Russell Crowe, to be honest. You know, because Russell Crowe's a great actor, and yeah. So I'll be sure to check it out for him. Yeah. And did you guys see his interview with Crystal Drinker where he interviewed him?
I saw it.
Yeah, that was
I
really
loved it.
That was really cool. But I love how he gave Crystal Drinker some time to interview, and that was really nice of him. I mean, I'm wondering how Crystal Drinker was able to, get to talk to him. That's just amazing, isn't it? Oh, and Ozzy, my figure of ET that I unboxed, last week.
Yeah.
I did some chaining up of him because he's now got a hand where his finger's glowing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool that. And Ozzy, when you played Ozzy, did you by any chance play Lego Dimensions' ET pack?
Yeah, I did.
Nice one. Did you
Look at this.
What, Blaze?
Oh, wait, you didn't kill them, okay.
As I was saying, Ozzy, did you by any chance recreate the iconic bike scene from a movie with Elliot's bike?
Yep, that guy did.
Yeah, nice one. It's really cool how a game like you do that. Fan service.
Yeah, and also the stealth mode you could do, how he puts the dress on like he did in the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, that, actually.
And it's also the funniest scene in the movie.
Hilarious. They actually sell a figure of that in that dress, the movie. Necker actually sell that, guys. And also, when it comes to that, ET world you can explore in the game, did you guys know they included reference to Harrison Ford in the game?
Well, what's that? I did not know.
Well, Ozzy, did you know that he had an appearance in a deleted scene from ET as Elliot's head teacher?
Well, now I'm just learning it.
Yeah, he made a cameo appearance in ET as Elliot's head teacher, the principal, but his scene got cut from the movie. But in the game, however, when you go to a school, Elliot's school, in the game, there's like a puzzle you got to do. I mean, there's a kid there, and he says, Oh man, Principal Ford's going to lose it if we don't tidy all this up.
Now I can see the reference.
Yeah, it's cool, that. And obviously, whenever I enter the world of E.T., I always made sure that on the jukebox that I put on the E.T. theme to play all the time, non-stop.
Nice.
Yeah, because for some reason, they had like a different piece of music in the open world compared to the actual theme song for some reason.
Still weird.
Yeah, like why not just play the iconic theme song? I mean, because when you enter the Ghostbusters world, they play the theme song on by Ray Parker Jr. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love that song, guys? You know, Ghostbusters theme song. It's a very iconic song.
That one never gets old.
I never will get old. It's timeless, in my opinion. I mean, that first movie as a whole is timeless.
That's honestly my favorite movie of 1984.
Yeah, I think it might be mine too. I'm not sure there's anything else in that year that I could give 10 out of 10 to like that. I mean, I think maybe the first Karate Kid movie I think came out in that year, so I might give it that 10 out of 10 as well. But it's hard for me to decide what my favorite movie is of that year, to be honest. I mean, the 80s was full of great movies, weren't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lots of them.
Yeah, the Terminator also came out that year.
Yeah, that might probably it, because that's another one of my favourites too. I mean, you could also probably say that the Terminator is also a horror movie as well, the first movie. And now, guys, Susie's gone back to her bed.
Oh.
She's just literally come in now and went back to bed. I love how she has that loyalty towards me.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Yeah, she's adorable. That's cool about Dorla. Many of the GL Unlimited cast was in Benton Alien Force. That's cool. Did Susan Eisenberg by any chance make a guest appearance in Benton Alien Force at all about Dorla? That'd be pretty cool. She was in it because she's my favourite voice actress. And speaking of Susan, guys, you know, it was also great to hear her in Injustice 2 as well. Once again, giving a great performance as Wonder Woman. You know, like I said, guys, Gal Gadot for me is my favourite live action Wonder Woman, but as far as I'm concerned, no one can replace Susan. Yeah, Susan Eisenberg, in my opinion, is my Wonder Woman. And speaking of Elm Street, actually, Shadow, tomorrow I'll be filming a video on why Elm Street 3 did not need a sequel.
Nice.
The third one, of course, because, yeah, I think after that, Freddy Krueger began to get ruined, didn't he? And I hated that.
Yeah, he did. Especially in Freddy's Day.
Yeah.
Especially in that movie.
Yeah, that, in my opinion, is the worst of the films with Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, but it's still way better than whatever that was in 2010.
Yeah, the worst horror remake I've ever seen in my life.
And as a hot take, guys, but I despise the second Elm Street movie.
I think it's, you know, a lot weaker than, you know, the first one. But the first one is my favourite, actually.
Like, I feel like the second one was where they started to kind of ruin Freddy.
Thankfully, the third one going back to how he was in the first movie, at least.
Yeah, but then the fourth one turned into a joke.
Then it got worse and worse from then on, didn't it, sadly? Until, of course, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I thought that one was good.
That one was actually pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I think any of Robert Englund's films are better than the remake, though.
Yep, because I'm never watching that again, and I am not adding it to my DVD collection.
Me neither. I thankfully own Robert Englund's movies in a box set. And that thankfully didn't come with a remake, thankfully.
Yeah, we try to do the same thing. Same thing with Friday the 13th.
Well, my box set, unfortunately, is only the first 8 movies. So it doesn't come with, you know, Jason Goes to Hell or Jason X, which is probably, you know, a good thing because I don't think those are that good anyway.
To be honest, I just call Jason X Jason Wars for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's literally a bloody sci-fi movie, isn't it?
Yeah, right there. I'm just like, okay, they ran out of ideas.
I do, however, have a remake though in 2009. I have that on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have the DVD cut on DVD. The Killer's cut on DVD.
Yeah, I have extended version on Blu-ray, and I of course also Freddy vs. Jason on Blu-ray too. Yeah, Freddy vs. Jason is one of my favorite crossover movies of all time, and in my opinion, a film doesn't deserve a hate either because it's unfortunate to have good reviews, did it? Sadly.
Sadly, it didn't.
Please just give us a sequel. Come on.
They need to hurry up. You know, think about what fans want, not what critics want or whatever.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Robert Englund still got it, so he could. So I'm pretty sure he could come back as Freddy.
Well, I'd say so because he appeared as Freddy in an appearance in a sitcom called The Goldberg recently.
I mean, since well, then again, if Robert still got it, then you might as well do it.
Yeah, and he's proven to be, you know, a great actor as well to his day, thanks to appearing in Stranger Things as well in series 4.
Yeah, then how about Jason Kane Hodder?
Yeah, I suppose he could do it. I think he embodies Jason really well, doesn't he?
Yeah, still can be creepy for the character that doesn't talk.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Jason, isn't it? Because despite being a silent killer, the actors do a great job playing him, don't they? Apart from of course, Jason in the worst one of the franchise, of course.
Oh yeah, not
because the Jason that looks like a waxwork from Madame Tussauds Gone Horribly Wrong is not Jason in Jason at Sports Vancouver, isn't it?
He's a walking corpse.
Yeah, it literally looks like a melted waxwork from Madame Tussauds.
To be honest, multiple times I actually thought his head was going to explode.
I'm surprised it didn't explode.
Nope, he got a pretty pathetic defeat by sewage water.
Yeah.
Frickin' sewage water.
Yeah, that movie is one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea what the hell they were thinking making that movie. Like, it was beyond trash. There was nothing good about it. Nothing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Doesn't help that I saw that movie twice.
Twice. I've only seen it once, and I thought it was absolutely horrible.
Because I mean, my rewatch was back in January of this year. My first time was back in 2017 with my friend that I told you about.
I mean, I saw it, in Halloween last year, guys, and I was so bored. I was playing Spider-Man for most of it because it was so bad. Like, I lost interest so quickly because for most of watching it, I was playing Spider-Man.
I mean, Shadow, if you need to hear it again, right after my friend and I finished Jason Takes a Boat to Vancouver, he chucked this out the window.
That's so satisfying and funny at the same time.
And also, didn't you say that the DVD or whatever actually got run over by a car?
It did. We didn't even bother to go get it.
Good. That's what it deserves.
Yeah, until the rain finished, then we went to go finally throw it out.
I would definitely include the movie in, like, a top 10 worst sequels I've ever seen in my life video because, if I was to do a top 10 video, guys, the condition for that video would be that the films that I'm including have to have no redeeming qualities in them, nothing good about them at all. Nothing. And that film will be one of them.
And I will be the day one to hear you rant on him.
Yeah. I mean, trust me, Shadow, there is also lots of others too. Lots, but I've seen I'm
aware.
And there's some which I'd recommend you to avoid as much as possible.
Yeah, same with me, especially Jaws the Fake.
Well, that's going to be in the list, Ozzy.
Yep, because I'm referring to that movie as Jaws the Fake.
Yeah, because it is fake. You're right. It's not Jaws at all. It's a complete mess of a movie. It's not Jaws.
Yeah, since when did a shark travel all the way to the Bahamas?
Yeah, it's dumb. And I mean, Ozzy, what was even good about it? Seriously.
Let me see. Maybe aside from the roaring shark that's not supposed to roar, nothing.
Well, that all, I think the Simpsons would easily defeat, the Madame Tussauds Jason in New York. Easily, because that version of Jason was pathetic.
Yeah, and I also hated how we got treated in the one that came before.
I might as well just say it. Jaws is the #1 example of a movie that did not need to turn into a franchise.
Yeah.
And also, guys, I also consider The New Blood as one of the worst sequels ever made as well.
All
it is a Carrie remake.
My favorite out of Friday the 13th is Jason Lives.
Yeah, same here.
That's the last good one.
Yeah, I love
watching,
Jason Lives.
To be honest, when I was watching Jason Goes to Hell in January, I was actually sleeping throughout the whole thing, to be honest.
I can't blame you. It does get boring. It is slightly better than... It is slightly better than Jason's Brought to Vancouver, but it's just so boring in my opinion. I mean, in my opinion, the only thing worth watching in that movie is Freddy's cameo at the end, setting up a crossover.
And also, what makes no sense about Jason Goes to Hell is how can Jason possess other people?
Yeah, it's stupid. That's cool, Blaze. You got that armor, have you, and a scythe.
To be honest, when that stuff started happening, I just honestly just stopped caring. Yep.
and also, how did Jason get a sister?
Yeah,
no clue.
Yeah. I didn't have no sister at all when he was introduced.
It's the long lost sibling cliche. We've all seen it.
Yeah, and it's annoying.
Honestly, it works best in Star Wars because it actually made sense there.
Yeah, it did.
Even though it's kind of creepy the more you think about it, Shadow.
Oh, no, what you're referring to.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, don't you dare. Don't you dare. All right, take care, Joseph. And
it's storming outside. Dang it.
What, is there a storm, Ozzy?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Because here for me, it's actually, quiet. There's no rain or snow or anything like that. It's actually a quiet evening here.
Yep, and now my delivery's gonna get delayed again. Dang it.
What, because of a storm?
Yep, because here they don't deliver packages during these types of weather conditions.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, well, for obvious reasons. So that I don't really blame them.
And also, guys, when it comes to other worst sequels I've ever seen in my life on this video, I'd also as well include what I covered last week, of course, which was Blue Balls 2000. Like, that movie is just absolutely horrible in my opinion. And I'd recommend you guys not to see it and just see the original one instead for your own sakes. And also, as well, Highlander 2 as well is also absolutely abominable. All I can say is just see the original one. See the original one for your own sake.
I'm gonna guess right now that Battling in Slavin's getting on there, no questions asked.
Yeah, I will. It will be there because in my opinion, it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, and also as well, guys, Son of a Mask as well is also going to be on the list. The Mask sequel.
Oh, I'm so glad I did not watch that.
Yeah, Dom, Ozzy, it's horrible. And also,
I forgot that happened.
Yeah, don't see it, guys. And also, American Psycho 2 as well.
Wasn't that just a comedy movie instead of a horror film?
Yeah, pretty much. With Mila Kunis playing the main character this time. And by my opinion, it's her worst role. By my opinion, it's her worst role as well.
It's literally just Meg thrown into a comedy horror sequel that's not even horror.
Pretty much, except she wears red clothing and not, her pink clothing and glasses.
Well, next thing I'm expecting is for someone to go like, "Shut up, Meg."
That's what I said throughout the movie. Unfortunately, the movie also unfortunately weighted poor William Shatner as well. Sadly.
I'm not Captain Kirk.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking because William Shatner's a legend.
Oh man, I have to waste Captain Kirk like that. Oh.
Yeah, someone who has my respect a lot these days. Because he's thankfully someone who's against wokeness, isn't he, William Shatner?
Yes, he is, and he's also someone that supports Henry Cavill too.
I mean, him supporting Henry Cavill is why I watched Star Trek.
Yeah, that's why I started watching it too.
Yeah, because when someone earns my respect, guys, I like to watch their projects.
Yeah, I still got a while from now until I do Star Trek.
And also when someone earned my respect, I just watched it with a smile on my face.
I smiled a lot when I saw him as Kirk, and that's my favorite role of his.
But like when I watch projects from people that earn my respect, I just feel proud of watching it.
Yeah, I was proud of William Shatner, and I know he's against war because Ryan Kinel did a video, I think last year, where William Shatner was slamming some Star Trek shows, which apparently would have made the creator of a franchise roll in his grave. You know, Gene Roddenberry. He'd been rolling in his grave apparently about what's happened to Star Trek.
Yeah, I bet that show in particular is Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, I think it was that. Yeah, that I read about had bad reviews. So, oh dear.
Oh boy. And sadly, I will be watching that when I get to it.
Well, all I can say is good luck, Shadow.
Well, I'm gonna end my Star Trek journey with Picard.
Yeah, I've heard the third season had good reviews. But yeah, I need to watch the shows first, for guys. You know, both the live action and the original animated series too.
Anyway, so when do you plan on watching it?
Well, when I can, Shadow. I'm not sure when, but I've got other shows to watch too. Because after I've watched the animated series, I'll be watching Troll Hunters on Netflix.
But yeah, when you start watching the original series, I just want to warn you, there are some really awful episodes.
Oh damn!
I can vouch for this because Ramon sent us clips about certain episodes.
Oh god!
I mean, look, I can send you the episode title so you know which ones to skip if you want to.
Yeah, do tell me, Shadow, please, because I don't want to see anything disgusting in Star Trek.
Oh no, they're just so bad that
like. I could say one episode in particular with something that happens too many times, and it's this scene where this character has PTSD over 5 times with awful effects.
Oh dear.
And there are a few episodes where they completely ruin Spock.
Oh no, not Spock. He's a favorite character.
The first one is the 2-part episode called The Menagerie, where... Hey, do you want me to tell you?
What happened, Shadow?
Well, in that episode, he, for some reason, betrays the Enterprise.
Oh no. There's no way Spock would do that. I can't accept that.
That's what I said too.
There's no way Spock would do that. No way.
And it's also why I consider that will be the most overrated episodes of that series.
I mean, did it have good reviews or something?
It did. It has like an 8 out of 10 or something on IMDb.
That's ridiculous.
But then we got what I consider to be the worst episode called Spock's Brain.
Oh god, what happens in that?
Literally, okay, so part in a nutshell is Spock's brain gets stolen.
What?
And the crew has to go find it. It's so bad.
You get his brain stolen.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Ridiculous.
Wait, did they just cut open Spock one day to take his brain and now they have to go find it?
Yeah, they just had to go to a planet to find it.
Well, then they
have to search. They really had to search the galaxy. Like, oh my god, that.
Who wants to watch an episode of that?
I don't want to watch it.
Well, me and Vermont suffered. So look, I just sent you all the episodes.
Okay, I know what to skip when I watch the show. Nice one.
Wait, Shadow, what's the name of the episode with the awful PTSD effects?
Oh man. I think it's called The Alternative Factor.
And Shadow, when you say the effects are really bad, is it because the show's old?
Yeah, it's from the 60s.
Well, yeah, maybe it's because of that. You know, maybe they didn't have a good budget for the effects for that. I guess I don't know.
But like that makes me question. I mean, the Enterprise looks so good. In the actual good episodes.
Yeah, it's weird, that really weird.
And also, there are some shots of the show that I actually feel like has aged well.
Well, that's good. It's good to know that. And You know, when it comes to actors who unfortunately passed away, guys, you know, who we don't want to, you know, accept as being true, you know, like how we talked about Kevin Conroy and Lance Reddick earlier. Unfortunately, guys, this week we lost a British actor. Have you guys ever heard of an actor called Terence Hardiman?
No, sadly.
Well,
so.
Shadow, if you watch Matt Smith as the Doctor in Doctor Who, he appeared in his second episode called A Beast Below as a character called Hawthorne.
Oh no.
Yeah, he unfortunately passed away on the 8th of May at the age of 86, guys. And my favourite role of his is the Demon Headmaster in a TV show which I watched when I was a kid. It was a great show, actually, Demon Headmaster. It's where he plays a headmaster who can mind control people with hypnosis. And his catchphrase is "Look into my eyes."
Hmm.
Yeah, he was a pretty terrifying character, and Terence Hardiman really nailed it. It's a shame he passed away. Rest in peace to him. I see Alexander's joined us. Welcome, Alexander.
Greetings.
Yes, and I was watching parts of the stream because before I join, I usually just, you know, as I start everything up, I put on the stream, and I heard you guys talk about the Demon Headmaster. I heard that.
Yeah, Alexander, it's a show I watched when I was a kid. Yeah, I was talking about it because the lead actor of that show passed away this week, sadly.
Well, yes, that's very unfortunate. But the reason I'm familiar with that is actually because I believe it is based on a series of books.
It is, yes.
I remember actually reading those books because that was part of our program in the lower grades in like year 6 and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So our teacher had me read. I was not the biggest fan personally, though. I just myself, not the gist of the story, not my type of story. Really,
Well, that's fine, Alexander. I mean, did you find it scary in some cases, Alexander?
Yeah, well, something about it really made me very unsettled. You know, the fact that these children
that's the idea. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. Well, I just don't like that kind of genre. You know, in a way where it kind of makes you, because just the idea of these kids being mind controlled and the parents don't know anything about it, it's just really creepy when you think about it. Because you know, children get sent to school and the adults don't know what's happening in the school, so they have to trust the education system and the teachers. So if that is perverted in this kind of way, it's a really creepy concept if you think about it. You know.
Yeah, it is creepy. That's the idea of it. Yeah. Really about Dollar. Apparently, Han Solo and Chewbacca make a cameo appearance in the TMNT 2003 show. Guess that's cool.
Well, now I know to be on the lookout for that because, Bad Dollar, guess what? This week, I actually started my binge watch of that show.
I mean, is this your first time watching it, or is it a rewatch, Ozzy?
Rewatch, because I haven't seen that show since I was a kid. So I'm just going to restart the whole show with season 1.
Yeah. So, Alexander, how's your week been since, you know, the last stream?
It's been a fairly decent week.
That's good to hear. And I did you also by any chance check out yesterday's episode of Hound, Alexander?
Not quite yet. I will be honest with you, but that's not quite yet.
Well, I'm sure that you'll be in for a treat because this, of course, is Sharon's first appearance as Arachnid in the series.
Oh, of course, I remember the preview you showed us.
Yeah, and she really, in my opinion, she really nailed it. It was a lot of fun getting to work with her on this.
I can see Alexander, if you have arachnophobia, you're definitely going to be freaked out about this episode.
Yeah, well, I don't really have arachnophobia.
Well, that's good. I take care about Dollar. Thanks for being here. Take care.
By the way, guys, remind me.
Remind you about what?
I want to show you a short clip in the after party. I wish to show a little segment to you guys.
Yeah, sure. You can show us. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
And we didn't do any readers this week, so you know we can watch it as soon as the stream ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got like 86 minutes left of it, so yeah.
Man, time flies fast.
It does fly when you're having fun.
Yeah, usually I just stop paying attention to the time whenever I join the streams.
Yeah.
Because I'm just focused to talking to you guys.
Yeah. I can also say, guys, but because of his Hound series, I can also say that Breakaway is my favorite role of all of Blaze as well.
My personal favorite role of Blaze would have to be the pirate that he voices for me, but that hasn't been released yet, but it will be soon, don't worry. But
well, I'm looking forward to hearing it when I, check it out, because as you know, Alexander, reactions are not my thing nowadays, but I'm still going to react to your content.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because just so you guys know, when Jay calls me next on my streams, I'll have something to announce about my future on YouTube. Because because unfortunately, guys, something bad happened a couple of months ago, which really angered me and made me lose respect for something a lot, and I was angry. So I'm going to fill Jay in what's happened when he next calls me. So yeah, and then I'll make the announcement.
This is something new, right? This is not something we know.
It's something you know, Alexander. Something you know.
Oh, something I know. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's just what I've told you guys. Jay doesn't know yet, so yeah. I'll let him know when he next calls me. Then I'll make the announcement, about my future.
Yeah, main reason I stopped reacting to movies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because of copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully Capcom didn't copyright me because they're really cool.
Thankfully, when I do my voice comparisons for Mortal Kombat characters, NetherRealm are happy with me using my theme song in the intro and outro, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just stopped doing trailer reactions, mostly because they don't really interest me that much anymore.
Yeah, they don't interest me either, to be honest.
Hey, Otto, what do you think of the photo I sent you?
I think that I'm very confused by it because I didn't understand what it's supposed to be honest. I'm a bit confused by it.
It's a character in Street Fighter called JP, and he actually looks like you a little bit.
Oh, well, I myself don't necessarily see the similarity too much. But I guess if you think I do look similar to him, then that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Luke, I'll send you the photo if you want so you can judge it.
Yeah, show me, Blaze, yeah. Oh, no, Alexander, if I don't know if you saw it when you were watching my stream or not, but as well, today I got a figure unboxed of Captain America based on the comics, thankfully.
Oh, that's
the real top.
Yeah. And Alexander, nowadays I can see why, back in the past, you weren't really a fan of Chris Evans as a person, were you, back then, were you?
Yeah.
I can see why now. So, yeah. And, so, when it comes to watching things, like Alexander, have you been watching anything new recently, that you've not seen before?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, is there anything that you want to watch in the future, Alexander?
Well, definitely something. I don't know what it is yet.
Nice one. I'm sure you'll find something great to watch indeed, yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been watching some, shows in terms of, TV, cooking shows, but nothing no fictional new movies, nothing new fictional since Mando Season 3.
Yeah. And based on, of course, what you told me about, Alexander, I'm so glad I avoided it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, currently I'm rewatching the good Mandalorian episodes.
Nice one.
Good Mandalorian.
And you know what I'm confused with, Alexander? Based on a picture that I've seen of Moff Gideon appearing in the last episode of the third season, why is he now clean shaven all of a sudden? Where's his iconic mustache?
Well, I don't know. They decided to remove it for some reason.
I heard some theories that apparently this Moff Gideon is a clone.
Really? Huh.
Well, I don't think that's true because there were clones of him in the episode, but all of them were destroyed. And if this is his clone, I don't think it makes much sense. I think this was actually Moff Gideon, and people are just making up the clone excuse because they were disappointed with his death in the show.
Yeah, they're literally making up anything.
I know that Star Wars Theory thinks it's not really him that died, apparently.
Well, I'm pretty sure it is him because, like they said he only appeared like in the last 2 episodes, so they built him up so much, and for him to just be a clone is a little bit underwhelming because I don't think it makes much sense for him to return at this point. They already pretty much gave him an ending in season 2, so now season 3 was like the super ending. I don't bringing him back again is just it's milking a cow.
Yeah, literally. I mean, this just shows how creatively bankrupt Disney is now.
I mean, series 2, in my opinion, was perfect ending. To be honest,
in many ways it is.
Very should have ended.
Yeah, ended perfectly. I mean, if you want, of course, not include the set of the Book of Boba Fett, though, of course, which I was disappointed with. That show was disappointing to me, very disappointing.
And also,
the Book of Boba Fett for me is a mixed bag. There were some really great things I personally enjoyed, but then there were some very, very, very bad things. Although I will say, I actually enjoyed the. I don't remember what your reaction was to them, but I think the Luke parts in the Book of Boba Fett, even though they stole the show on their own, they were great. But once again,
yeah, well, I like seeing Luke, but I didn't like how Grogu abandoned him.
Yes.
That was stupid.
It made series 2 Mandalorian pointless.
And also they included a small little reference to Last Jedi.
Yeah, because you can literally see where he's training people. Is going to be appearing in the sequel trilogy, unfortunately. In the flashbacks. And according to Alexander, there's more hints to a sequel trilogy in his 3rd season, unfortunately.
Well, there are a lot because you have
Hux. Yeah, they have Mission Hux in there.
No, it's not Hux Shadow. It's his father. It's
Wait, didn't they cast Donald Gleason's brother as Hux, his dad?
Yes, they did, which I think is actually quite a smart move. That's one thing I will applaud them on. It was a very brilliant casting choice. Because before I knew it, I thought it was a random person, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's so much like Hux, but that's also not like Hux. So that's a great casting choice. Although another thing is, I think it would have been a little funnier, even though I really like this thing, if they actually cast Brendan.
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson. That would have also been cool.
To be completely honest, I forgot the Book of Boba Fett happened.
Yeah, me too. I think apart. I mean, I will say that in my opinion, the strongest episode for me was the first episode. They in my opinion were the strongest ones. I mean, as a fun joke, guys, the Luke episode of that series, I nickname it Star Wars into a Mandoverse. Because it literally was just setting up all these Mandoverse shows, weren't it? Even Ahsoka appeared too.
Yeah. Yes. It was setting up the Ahsoka show, Mando season 3.
Indeed.
And who knows what other shows? Maybe 100 other shows that they set up.
Yeah, probably. And unfortunately, Boba Fett himself only appeared in one scene of an episode with no dialogue.
It's supposed to be his show, goddammit.
But on the other hand, one other thing I want to bring up is that this is not arguing with the point. This is just adding something else that's not really related. But I think Mando season 2, even though I really love it, also was a setup for many shows. So because Mando season 2 obviously set up Book of Boba Fett, and then it set up the Ahsoka show now, as we can see. And,
well, like I said, Alexander, I wish they cut out the set of Book of Boba Fett because, like I said, I was disappointed with that show.
Yeah.
I mean, to be completely honest, after I finished the final episode of Mandalorian Season 2, I didn't even watch the post-credit scene because I wasn't even aware about its existence.
I found it very accidentally because on my Bib Fortuna voice comparison, it suddenly blew up. Well, it didn't blow up, but it became a little more popular. And people were writing Mandalorian, Mandalorian. And so I knew already that was kind of spoiled for me. And so me and Alexi, we watched the finale. And then we did not see but Fortuna, and so I was like, it was the commenter joking. And Alexei was like, no, he couldn't have been joking. So Alexei went forward and skipped, and there was a post-credit scene, he told me, so we watched it. So we found it, and thank that commenter for the fact that we did find it.
Yeah, well done to it. I mean, I think one positive thing that can come out of, these shows, while not really being a fan of them much, is that our videos can get popular as a result. Because, when Cad Bane appeared in Book of Boba Fett, guys, in the last couple of episodes, my voice comparison blew up.
Yes. Although, of course, there were quite a... Okay, I won't mention it.
Well, I'll simply say that unfortunately...
Luke, guess what?
What, Blaze?
Richard Epker just saw my message on Messenger.
Oh, really? What did he say?
So far, nothing. He just saw it so far.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, on the Cad Bane voice comparison, there was lots of people who were hating on Alexander's voice, and I just removed the comments because I wasn't having any of it. They shouldn't have done that.
Come on. Alexander doesn't deserve that.
I mean, some of them were pretty nasty, I will say that.
Yeah, they were nasty. That's why I don't tolerate that kind of abuse on my channel. And speaking of voice comparisons, guys, I'm also pleased to say that yes, today I was making a voice comparison. Would you go into feature the debuts of Ozzy on it?
Oh, is it? Oh, congrats!
It's going to be a voice comparison for Kano from Mortal Kombat.
Oh, thanks! Yay!
I thought for a second it was another character, but
he's applying.
Oh, he's applying, Blaze. Oh, wow. This is exciting. Hopefully he's got good news to share.
Is this for an interview?
I hope so.
Should I say kinda, or should I just say...
Wait, Blaze, is that what he said? Is that what he said?
Yeah, I asked him. He said,
wow.
Is this for an interview?
Well, tell him that he gets to be invited to chat to us basically for during a YouTube live stream.
Yeah, so should I say to him that it's kind of like an interview, but not really?
Well, I wouldn't use the word kind of, Blaze, because it's a bit of an unprofessional word. So I would just personally recommend using another word. Just say is one.
Yeah. I think it's best. Let's say you just say interview.
Okay, I'll say yes.
Yeah, and tell him that he's going to be joining a chat with people asking him questions, basically, and tell him about our previous guests as well.
All right.
But that will probably
Yeah, and also Blaze, why don't you also send him an example of one of our guests too, as well, so he can see how it works.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, so he knows.
Yes, it's an interview.
Because I think it's important that Richard knows what kind of thing he'd be in for, of course. Alexander, just out of curiosity, now that we've had guests on the channel, who's been your favourite guest so far we've had?
Fred Tatasciore.
Yes, 100%.
I would say so too.
Same here.
What a legend he is.
Because he's done the most voices, and he knew the most about his characters. He remembered the most about,
Yeah, he did. I was actually impressed. He remembered, doing voice for the Star Wars 2003 Clone Wars show.
Yeah. And I mean,
let me send him
something different.
Fred Tatasciore
when he is literally Jerome Blake is Operensis, but he is very close there to being Operensis,
Well, he voiced him indeed, yeah, with a couple of lines, didn't he?
But I'm still very suspicious about that whole Qui-Gon slightly a bit. I don't know why. His voice does sound a bit different now that I read the interviews. I wonder if they modulated it a bit or something.
Maybe, or maybe it's because he's got old over the years, I guess.
Well, I don't know. It's just the voice in general is quite different. So
that show was. What did he say, Blaze?
What did he say?
Contact me in June. We'll see if we can set it up time. Thanks.
Okay, cool. So he's going to be here in June. Awesome.
Oh, 1 month away.
Well, it's not long to go, guys, because it's the 13th of May now. So yeah, we've got a couple of weeks, haven't we?
Oh, we do.
It's a pity it's not a Friday, because we could have called it Friday the 13th, couldn't we?
Like back in January.
Sent in the
Yeah.
Fred Teller show.
Yes, yeah, it's very important that Richard knows what he's going to be in for. And during the stream, guys, I'll have my figures of Raiden and his Joker on my desk as well when it's happening as well.
Could you remind me who Richard Epker voiced?
Well, I think you'll be familiar with him, Alexander, because he voices the Joker in several projects for DC.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. But anyone else that I might know of myself?
Well, if you're familiar with Skywarp and Transformers, Alexander, he voiced in the game called Transformers War for Cybertron.
Let me look him up.
I'm not sure if he's been in anything Star Wars. I'm not sure if he's been in anything Star Wars. Let me check if he has or not.
No, I don't think he has. No.
I don't think he's been in the Clone Wars or anything like that, you know, because...
No, he definitely... I wouldn't know. He definitely wasn't in Clone Wars or Rebels.
I thought like Star Wars games, maybe.
Maybe. I'm checking his video game filmography, and I don't see anything Star Wars, sadly. He's in Kingdom Hearts, though. That's good. As cats called Ansem, and also Terra Xenon Hearts. Xehanort, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Anything Marvel he's in as well? I'm not sure. I'm just checking. He's in a 2013 game called Marvel Heroes, as a character called Madison Jeffries. Huh.
I never heard of it.
Me neither. I don't know who that character is. So yeah, I know the game, but I don't know that character.
Well, he certainly has a very impressive filmography, but since I'm not familiar with most of these projects, I probably won't have too many questions for him. I probably won't have much.
Oh yeah, he also voices Akuma in Street Fighter.
Well, Blaze, Alexander doesn't play Street Fighter.
Oh.
Yeah, because Alexander, you're not a gamer, are you?
No, I'm not a gamer, no.
Yeah, there you go then. Oh yeah, Alexander, he voiced Sandman in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. He voiced Sandman.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so you can talk to him about that, yeah.
Well, that's really the only thing I'll probably, apart from the Joker, that I'll discuss with him. But I have to re-listen to his Joker performances to remind myself first.
Yeah, I mean, and in my opinion, because Mark Hamill doesn't want to voice Joker anymore, I think Richard Epker could probably be a good, you know, substitute choice to voice Joker nowadays, I think.
Well, there are a lot of candidates.
Yeah, and I think Richard is a worthy candidate.
We shall see.
Yeah. I mean, my second favorite Joker behind Mark Hamill, guys, in voice acting is Kevin Michael Richardson. Because he's one I grew up when I was a kid watching, the Batman 2004 show.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and but Mark Hamill is my favorite Joker of all time, or always will be. Live action will always be Heath Ledger, or. Hey, Jess Pena. But that's fine, Daniel. Take your time, yeah? It's a shame that your laptop's acting up, isn't it? Never mind. Take all the time you need, to get it sorted, yeah? Take your time, there's no rush.
And I see Aaron in chat.
Hey Aaron, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Noticed that Aaron was going live earlier.
Yeah, I noticed too, yeah. So yeah, hopefully Richard Epker will be joining us in June. That's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Hope he does.
Yeah, I've watched interviews with him before, guys. He's actually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he suggested himself that he's a pretty good, nice guy as well.
Yeah, he's right. He is right indeed. And plus, you know how those rumors that he was copying Mark Hamill's The Joker, guys, when he first voiced him?
Never heard of that.
Well, there was loads of people saying that he was copying Mark Hamill, but the thing is, guys, when he first voiced Joker in Mortal Kombat vs. DC, he hadn't heard Mark's voice for the Joker at all. He wasn't familiar with it when he first voiced the Joker. Oh, is it hot, Aaron? Oh, wow. Thankfully here for me, it's quite cold a little bit, but it might probably get hot in the next couple of months, because summer's coming.
It's 8 degrees for me.
Wait, is that hot for you, Shadow?
No.
Oh, is it a bit cold for you?
It's like in the middle.
Okay.
It's very hot here.
It's hot, Alexander. Oh, dear. I know you don't.
It's
I know
way
you. I know
hotter.
you're not a fan of the heat, are you, Alexander?
I'm not. Actually, I am kind of a fan now because after spending because after spending that terrible holiday in a very cold country with no heating whatsoever and freezing every single day, I'm now just begging for heat. So, you know.
Well,
right
that's
now for me,
understandable.
It's 84 degrees where I'm at.
And is it hot or cold for you, Ozzy?
Hot.
Oh wow. Personally, guys, I prefer cold.
I just prefer 11 degrees weather.
So what, Shadow?
Honestly, I just prefer when it's in the middle.
Yeah, same here. Like if it's like between let's say like maybe 50 to 70 degrees, then yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, when it's too hot or too cold, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand that.
Well, what I like how when it gets cold because it means I can get in warm clothing and cuddle up. Really, I love that.
I'm
Same here.
head out for a bit.
See you, Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander.
I mean, usually that's for me every night because it's usually cold in my room, so I just wrap myself in my blankets.
Yeah, I like wrapping up warm in blankets. It's really nice.
Yeah, because I still remember in this room it used to be incredibly hot because I remember that the AC in my room was actually broken at one point.
Oh no, that sucks. I've actually got I've actually got a little fan behind me, guys. It's like one of the little fans you can press a button and you can put it in your face, and yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I used to have one of those back when my AC wasn't working.
Yeah, it's good to have those. They definitely help out a lot.
I mean, it's fine now because I got it fixed like in 2021, and I've been living in this house since 2012. So
wow,
9 years of heat.
Oh, look, Sharon's in the chat. Hey, Sharon. Sharon, in case you're wondering, these guys here in the chat saw the episode of Hound, which you appeared as Arachnid, and they all loved you as Arachnid. You nailed it.
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was incredible.
Yeah, you really nailed it as Arachnid, Sharon. You really did. You were amazing as her. And you'll be appearing as well afterwards. So yeah, there's going to be more of you to come for them to enjoy. So yeah.
And also, Sharon, if you have the time, you're very welcome to join us.
Yeah, you're very welcome if you want to, Sharon. You're very welcome to join us. So yeah. Yeah, cool weather is definitely better indeed, Sharon. You're definitely right there about adding more layers. But yeah, Arachnid is one of your best roles in my opinion, Sharon. Really is. And it was a lot of fun getting to work with you on it.
Honestly, it's hard for me to say what my favorite role Sharon is.
Mine's Aunt May from Alexander Spider on Comedy Dubs. I mean, a question I have for you guys who watch me is, what is your favourite role that I've played so far?
Oh, you're damn good as Optimus.
Thank you. Ozzy, have you got a favourite role I've played so far in anything at all?
I gotta say Optimus.
Thank you. Blaze, who would you say is your favourite character I've played so far in my whole life?
I have to say Thanos so far.
Thanos? Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's based on, of course, I see Singleton's take on the character.
Yeah, Thanos is my second favorite role of yours.
Nice one.
And third place, that's Hound.
Hound, thank you. And also, guys, did you guys also notice in this episode that just came out that Hound, showed that he cared about his team when, he got captured by Arachnid? Because rather than saying to Arachnid, let me go, when she first appeared, he instead said, let them go.
Yeah.
Did you guys like that? How he should care for his team?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, would you guys say that the team has good chemistry with each other in the series?
Yeah,
they do.
Thank
fantastic character development.
Yeah. And when it comes to the team as well, guys, as I said before, Breakaway is my favourite role of Blaze so far. I mean, have you guys got a favourite role of Blaze too?
I think Iron Blaze.
Iron Blaze.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go with Ultron Sigma.
Yeah, you're great as Ultron Sigma as well, Blaze. Yeah, really good as Ultron. In my opinion, you're better than the MCU Ultron and Jim Meskerman, in my opinion.
Oh, thanks.
And you're scary.
And that's how Ultron should be portrayed. Because Ultron, with all due respect, guys, is not supposed to be Tony Stark, is he? At all.
Yeah. Again, when I saw Age of Ultron, I actually thought that was Robert Downey Jr. also playing Ultron.
I can see why, because the characters have the same personality as Tony.
What if they actually got Robert Downey to voice Ultron?
Yeah, that was just weird, really.
Honestly, I would just find it funny.
I'd probably laugh a lot. And that's not what I'm supposed to do when I'm watching Ultron, because he's supposed to be a serious villain character, isn't he? Like a dark take of Pinocchio, isn't he? You know, that's why in the film he sings "There Are No Strings on Me." Because he's basically a dark version of Pinocchio, guys.
I think if I remember correctly, they actually played that song in the trailer of the movie.
Yeah, I think they did, yeah.
Yeah, man, that version of the song was creepy.
And oh yeah, Ozzy, you know when it comes to PlayStation exclusives, have you been playing much of Sly recently? You know, Sly Cooper.
Honestly, not really that much.
Welcome, Aaron.
Aaron's joined us.
Hey guys,
Nice to have you here.
it's good to be here. I mean, just happy to take a good long break from. Just love to take a 2-week break from working out in the heat.
Yeah, it's good to have a rest. Yeah, very important when you're working out that you take a rest. Yeah. Oh, that's fine, Sharon. No worries. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, she's staying in the normal chat, guys, but she can't join because she doesn't have any headphones where she is. That's fine.
Understandable.
Yeah, I also just recently finished editing the thumbnail for a video that's going to coming out in about just under about 2 hours.
Oh, nice.
Lego Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and the thumbnail is Lego Anakin out to kill Count Dooku.
Oh, nice. So you surrender a Sith Fire, Aaron. Nice one.
Oh, you just started reminding me about my series that I didn't even finish yet.
I mean,
I haven't even finished it yet.
I mean, Ozzy, where are you up to with it?
I already recorded the next episode back in January, but I haven't recorded Empire yet.
All right.
Because I've been so busy for the last several months. That's mostly why.
It's understandable. I said in the chat, I don't know if you noticed, if if I directed Disney Star Wars has returned to my channel, there will be at least 2 more. There's 2 more episodes from the Disney sequel trilogy, and I might make another series that connects to it called Korang. It is Uzbek for gray.
Nice one.
And the reason I came up with that a long time ago was because with now Legends being canonized about 9 years ago from Disney, it's time to just have our own fun. That's all we could say. Just have your own fun.
Yeah, have fun while you can. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got the characters, I've already got the plot line laid out, but I will confirm that I will be addressing a first Jedi that is under the autism spectrum.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea.
Because honestly, I think Disney missed a massive opportunity to not only address these type of issues, but also try to also fail to have people that can relate. I mean, people might assume that autism is more of a negative thing, which is not true.
Yeah, it's not negative at all.
And I also wanted to show the strengths and weaknesses. Like in the strengths, this particular Jedi within them to basically be not very powerful. In fact, they become one of the most powerful Jedi ever. Also, with that type of responsibility, they also still have to deal with their own demons as well.
Yeah, of course.
Including anxiety, including besides anxiety, of course, they also had to deal with trauma. They had to deal with a lot of loss. They had to deal with a lot of things that not normal people should go through.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that, because, when I was at school, guys, unfortunately, there was lots of people who were autistic who unfortunately got bullied. It really sickened me to see it happen. It sickened me. It was horrible.
It is very, very horrible. I mean,
Yeah, I was very appalled.
Basically, I don't have autism myself, but I have loved ones and family that are under this autism spectrum.
Yeah,
and
me too.
And some people in my friend circle are under that, because it just amazes me how people still find anything, regardless of sexual orientation, challenge, disability, and everything else, just completely bully them because they just don't like them. And that's, even though I made a lot of mistakes in the past that might have interpreted that, it doesn't mean I'm like, I want to be ever like that. No way.
Yeah. And when it comes to, my school, guys, in my opinion, there was only one good teacher at my school. Just one.
What happened to the other? What happened to the others? They get fired?
Well, they just weren't nice, Aaron. That's why, in my opinion, there was only one good teacher. I only liked one of them. But thankfully now, though, guys, she did leave the school, so she's definitely escaped it. And now, guys, she's a reverend at a local church. She's a reverend.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice one.
At least my school days are wrapping up.
Yeah, nice one, Ozzy.
Yeah. Yep, no more suffering for me, basically.
Yeah. School's about to end for a lot of people too, not just because, they just have final exams, which is the definition of pain without the pain. Can't get enough. 3 days grace. Anyway.
Well, to be completely honest, I don't do finals anymore. So yeah, I didn't have to do any studying.
Oh, nice one, Ozzy.
I'm done with school. I've been done since I got my bachelor's at my university, so I'm done. I mean, it's gonna sound very negative, but when it comes to university, some actually have teachers that live to poorly influence you, and if students don't have a foundation, know what they believe in, they're gonna get overwhelmed when they go into the school system at the university.
Yeah, sadly.
And as a person that not only witnessed that, also seen many newscasts, many news reports, and everything like that. Even a negative light on those of Christianity and everything else. And also, some people don't respect opinions. You think, oh, they don't have an education. They do. They do have an education. The people that they think are stupid actually do have an education. People who have an education do act stupid. So,
yeah.
Moving on from that, I don't want to stir in a hornet's nest. Hornet's joke.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think your story, Aaron, would definitely be, a really good idea. Representation. I think it'd be a great idea as like a role model too for viewers who are watching it who are autistic. I think they'd really like that.
Here's something a lot better. One of the people that I took inspiration from is also under the spectrum. So I don't just get a random person. It's just someone I know and care for. So
that's good. Yeah, you're taking inspiration from someone you know. That's good.
I won't say who the individual is, but I can say I'm actually very close to them. That's all I can say.
Well, yeah, that's good. You've got someone who you're close to who you're going to take inspiration from. That's really good, but yeah, really good.
And also, what's very cool about this particular story is It also will demonstrate about another character who, while not under this autism spectrum, definitely falls in love with this individual.
Oh, nice.
He also, and here's the crazy part: he is not a Jedi or a Sith, but his mother was a Sith and his father was a Jedi.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, that's really cool. That.
And the real reason that they fell in love and they left the orders of the Sith and orders of the Jedi. They decided to raise their son Raza. That's the character's name. Raza.
Good name, yeah.
And he would end up becoming raised in an academy called Rain.
Nice.
The Gray. But over time, after about over 270 to 300 years of standing, it got corrupted.
Interesting.
Oh,
yeah, it sounds pretty exciting.
And no surprise, it was compromised by a Sith.
Oh, wow.
The type of Sith I wanted to bring up this part. There is a new Empire, obviously. That's kind of a spoiler. He also he has to deal with what it means to lose everything. When he was like 11 years old, his parents, along with all the students' parents, were killed in a planned-out massacre. So there was that.
Wow, nice.
And also, he had his own opinions of what the Jedi represented to him. One clue was that the Jedi Order was old-fashioned, out of date, and completely not relevant to him. He wasn't the type of person that was like a Sith. He's more of a person that's like very in the middle. He wouldn't agree with the ways of the Sith, but he wouldn't agree with everything the Jedi did. So he was in the middle.
Yeah, it sounds very promising. This, yeah.
Yeah, if Disney tries to take it, I will tell them I got many propositions before you even think about it. I'm directing. I'm the writer. I'm the director. I work with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, and I'm going to bring some of my crew and some YouTubers, including Star Wars Theory, to help out.
Nice one. Yeah, you do that, Aaron. Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of Disney getting over controlling.
Me
Star
too.
Wars Theory just recently released a video that he actually got blacklisted by Disney.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Feel so bad for him because of that.
Wait, who did?
Star Wars Theory got blacklisted by Disney.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's nothing surprised me. It's Disney. We're so bad of it. You don't like us. We will censor you.
Hey, you just described YouTube in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's what we are.
No, that's just the political side of YouTube. Everything that has to do with politics and everything is basically a massive censorship there.
Yeah, nowadays, guys, I no longer care about YouTube. I'm only on it just to support my friends, and that's it. I'm only here for my friends. That's it.
Did you ever fix that issue you had with the monetization?
No, Aaron, unfortunately, and that's why when Jay next calls on my streams, I'll be announcing that I'll be stepping down from reacting because I've had enough.
I understand. I didn't stop. I didn't only stop reacting just because I had love. Because reacting gets a lot of copyright, but I also still enjoy it once in a while.
And also, guys, I feel like YouTube has now forgotten what the reaction channels are supposed to be.
Yeah, they don't know what we're doing at all.
Well, I actually want to continue. I want to continue YouTube as a gamer and entertainer, and there are ways to do it. People go on Rumble, people go on other social medias.
I'm on Rumble, yeah.
I just continued YouTube as a multi-genre. I just moved to one genre to another. I'm just a multi-genre one because I don't like sticking to one genre on YouTube. I just like to do multi, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's where gaming can be multi-genre because there's science fiction, there's adventure, there's sports. I kind of like expanding on
that. Adventure is out there for you.
Careful, that's a Disney line.
Well, it's from one of the greatest films of all time, Aaron. So yeah.
and my favorite Pixar film of all time.
So yeah, that's not really a bad quote, thankfully, but there's probably worse ones out there that Disney have done.
There's plenty of them, like Peter Pan and Wendy.
Yeah.
Literally every line spoken in Turning Red.
Horrible. Yeah, Turning Red, quote unquote, turned off my Pixar interest.
Honestly, though, I'll be old school for life. I don't care.
I miss old Pixar. I miss old Pixar.
Oh, why?
Well, Holly and I, we worked on a series called If Disney Animated Classics Were Released Today, which is a series we've done for a while. We're going to work on episode 20 in the future. We had it recorded, but it didn't work out very well. So what's going to happen is I'm going to try to set up differently how I record.
Nice one.
And also, the first episode I did was Robin Hood. It's one of my favorite Disney animated classics back from the 1970s.
Nice.
The sad thing is, though, Disney, we're going to remake it. Remake my fist to your face. Get out of here. And the only way, here's the problem, though, and YouTube's going to need to get this through their thick skull if they have one. The only way we can make YouTube better isn't by leaving. It isn't by quitting. The only way we can make YouTube better is by making it better, and we willing to stand together, not just as one person, but as a community itself. Granted, I have left communities, which I won't name before. I kind of will include the reaction community as well, because I'm not really part of it anymore. And truth of the matter is, though, some of the communities that I was once part of are toxic.
That's
some of the communities that, even though and some of the communities have this zero tolerance type group of people that if you just make one mistake that reminds you of your old past, will make the conclusion that you never changed. It's not a matter of it's one mistake; it builds up, and remorse for what I've done. But if I continue to feel remorse for what I've done, not move on, then I never changed.
Well, I can relate to that because I've left communities too in the past, and I felt it made the right choice from doing that. So I can relate.
Yeah, and some people just recently have seen more and more where I come from, and I've seen where they come from. And honestly, some people have even joked about calling me something that's, not mentioned on here, that's horrendously offensive.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Call it offensive because, funny, and I'll send it to Luke. Don't repeat.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what it is. It's just, not something to be said at all.
You'll be mortified when you see what I just messaged you.
Oh my God, I'm absolutely disgusted. That's just horrible.
Kind of reminds me of a toilet. Whoosh.
Yeah, it's just horrible. Oh wow.
And honestly, I'm just going to be straight up here. Some of the people that are in the communities I've left are very disgusting.
Yeah.
And they act like vigilantes who believe that they should decide if a person changes or not, and they poorly and manipulate or influence people in negative light. And they always come to their own conclusions and don't even talk to people if they try to talk to them sometimes. I would try to reach out to someone, for example, and they never talked. They never wanted to.
I think these kind of people you're talking about are considered as wokesters. They literally just sound like it.
Not all, but one of them is kind of believes that if someone did something wrong, even years ago, and they're not gone to jail, they want to continue to take them down. It's a very nasty obsession they have. I'm not going to name what, and honestly, they would be somewhat of a wokester themselves, but they're, to me, a person that...
Or they could be just woke activists.
They're not. They're not. Not all of them are. Truth of the matter is, though, they're just people that believe that people should do better. And if someone hurts them, they will go down the route to make sure they own up and step to their level, or at least to the level where they think they've changed. And that is not someone I want to be. And honestly, that's not people I want to be around. I mean, I've seen enough garbage for a lifetime.
Yeah, I'm tired of it, really, to be honest. And also, when it comes to what I'm going to be telling Jay when he next calls me as well, guys, I'll be telling him, but I'm stepping down from doing regular reactions. I'll only be reacting as like a one-off, just in favor to my friends. So I'll still react to Jay. I'll still react to you, Aaron. I'll still react to Alexander and also to Patrick. Just my friends, and that's it.
Yeah, I will also admit that yes, that this is also going to be good. I want you to. Sounds very weird, Luke, but I kind of want to get you see if you get back on to the YouTube partnership program soon. I want you to get back on that one.
I've been trying, Aaron. I've appealed twice, and YouTube haven't helped me at all. So yeah.
Did you go to Twitter and see if you get that fixed?
I did, yeah. I did, yeah. But unfortunately, didn't help me on that because they weren't, looking at it properly at all.
All right, did you check?
Yeah, Aaron. They just gave vague responses.
Yeah, they were really vague. Yeah.
Well, why don't you go check out some of your old videos? Maybe there might be some. Well, maybe the best thing that I could recommend is looking at the videos you once had, and maybe you might look at them and go like, "My gosh, why did I keep them up and clean them up?"
Well, that's what I've been doing, Aaron. That's what I've been doing. I've been checking which ones got copyright claimed as well. I've even deleted some as well. Many of them are gone now. So yeah, but YouTube just won't listen at all.
Well, it might take. Well, I hope you can get the support you need, Luke. I mean, you have a chance to make YouTube a better place yourself. I mean, you're a positive person. You're exceptionally smart, and you also enjoy the type of content people like.
Yeah,
and to be honest, and you got that. And I think everyone here has that chance to make good content. I mean, do you have like a console, Luke? I mean, at all?
Yeah, I do. I have several.
Which one is okay? Which one is okay? Can you name it real quick?
Well, I play most on PS4 nowadays.
Okay, so there is some good news right there. So, does your laptop? What is it? Does it have a USB-C port, or like that's the thin port? Or
it has a USB one. Yeah, it's a MacBook that I use. Yeah.
All right. So does it? What year of the computer do you have? What year is it? Do you know?
It's 2020.
Okay, so it might have a USB-C port,
which
is going to be big for you because if you get a capture card from Elgato, which I recommend the S60, 60S Plus, for example, or HD60, HD60S, or one of the newer capture cards, you could connect to your computer and you could use your iPad to basically put your face cam, for example, and you could play some games. I mean, if you start doing gameplays, you might be able to get back, change how you do YouTube, or make a completely new channel and have people go pursue that channel, and then you can get back on the YouTube partnership program again.
Yeah, I suppose I could, but if one thing I'd also need is also time as well for it.
Oh, it's easy. It's easy to edit. I mean, you don't have to edit too much. I mean, all you gotta do is have a camera, gameplay footage, line up the audio, boom. That's all you have to do. The cropping and editing is up to you. I mean, that's what I do a lot. That's mostly what I do. I mean, I don't get a lot of views on them all the time, but it's just what I like to do. I mean, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, one of the most powerful games that was done by by Star Wars LucasArts themselves. Lego Star Wars, a nostalgia rush that goes through the minds of people for the Wii, and even more to others. Try a lot of retro games that bring a lot of nostalgia. I'm not like nostalgia game or anything like that because I do want to pursue modern interest. I also still need to step back. Like, decided to drop the PlayStation 3 pursuit. I mean, not PlayStation 3, PlayStation 5 pursuit, and pursue PlayStation 3 because honestly though, PlayStation 3 has a lot of opportunities for gamers like myself to play a lot of games.
Yeah, it does.
There's there's more games of a genre like besides Madden, there's MLB The Show. I never owned a PlayStation in my life ever. And one of you guys, I think, who was it? I think one of you guys suggested to me to get a PlayStation 3, and I will take that suggestion. I'm already looking at PlayStation 3s right now, as a matter of fact.
Nice one.
Oh.
So, and I'm gonna buy one that's backwards compatible for PlayStation 2 games. A lot more content that way.
Yeah, I believe PS3 does have backwards compatibility with older console. Yeah, that's cool.
Actually, only 3 of them do. So you gotta watch for those.
Yeah, I'll be sure to look for ones that are backwards compatible.
Yeah, I might see if I can send you a link to that as well, so that way you could. I mean, you got PlayStation 4, so you could look up, see if your model can do backwards compatible.
I'm not sure if it can. Mine is just the slim in model.
Okay, all right. So you don't have the PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay.
Yeah, and it's also based on the Spider-Man game as well, in terms of the library of it.
Oh, that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
So, let's see. I'm gonna see. Is it backwards compatible? Compatible? Because some people say you gotta put a simulation on there. I'm like, really?
Unfortunate.
Oh my gosh. Sony, you screwed up.
Yeah, they did indeed. Yeah, unfortunately.
They do not. PlayStation 4 is not backwards compatible.
Yeah, sadly.
Can we play the game of knock the CEO in the head? Can we do that? We're focused on the future. Right? Think of the past too. We're gonna change everything our way. You're a copycat, Disney.
Yeah, because
the Force is a woman. The Force doesn't have a gender. You snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a stupid statement right there.
That's literally the dumbest thing Disney did. I mean, I do not hold. My belief is the Force never had a gender in the first place. It never was meant to have it.
Never did.
It's a connection between. It's a connection. I mean, it's a massive connection. But one thing I've learned, especially with the Force, and Disney really sort of got it, but they missed the mark. If you connect with the Force, don't just connect with. And you go deep. Other people, light and dark, will also try to connect with you as well.
And also Aaron, the new movie from Disney called Peter Pan and Wendy did the same thing with magic. They tried giving magic like a gender. And yes, they called it female. And also you can also watch for this.
Yeah, because he unfortunately saw it.
What is Disney doing?
I have no idea.
Making out with political correctness, like walking in. Hey, Disney, how's it go? Okay, I'm out. Like that, that type of thing. I mean, I've seen modern Disney's garbage at this point. I mean, it's so much garbage that's like methane from a junkyard, but you don't want to use.
Indeed, yeah.
Also, Sharon, I forgot. Sorry, I didn't say this, but Ventress and Voss. Were an actual item, but unfortunately, while Ventress rescued Voss from the dark side, it has been confirmed that Ventress was killed by Count Dooku himself.
Oh, wow.
So I can confirm that there was a romantic interest between Quentin Voss, and Count Dooku did lead him down to the dark side for a time.
Yeah, I heard about the story.
Yeah, I actually like the story. Ventress was able to, even though she's not a Jedi, she was more of a bounty hunter. She was able to redeem Quentin Voss, and tragically, she died in the hands of Duke.
Died in the hands of her former master. Oh.
And that's why you don't see her in Revenge of the Sith.
I mean, I love how they made it make sense.
Well, I think it makes sense even if she didn't died, I think it makes sense because I mean she was a bounty hunter by that point anyway, so she didn't have to be in Revenge of the Sith. She was already doing her own things, in the underground levels of Coruscant. So
and Sharon in the chat is saying that's how Dark Disciple ends.
Yeah, well, that is the story you're retelling, Aaron, is the book Dark Disciple. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next, Blaze. I think yes, he's in the chat. I will say, I think it was him, Blaze, that told me to get the PlayStation 3. He's the one that suggested to me.
I think he is because he plays it.
Yeah, I want to get. I'm gonna probably look for consoles that are backwards compatible for a while. I only use new.
I'm gonna leave again, guys, but I will be back. Don't worry.
Take care, Alexander.
Okay, take care, Alexander.
I'm gonna be backwards compatible, find backwards compatible games because the Nintendo Wii, the first model, is backwards compatible with the GameCube games, and that's what I like about it. And I have the original Xbox, the OG, the original.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I will say also. Oh dang, Blaze! I'm sorry to hear that. That's why I'm gonna be careful.
Yeah, this is why I refuse to do modding, guys. I refuse to mod.
Yeah, I mean the only technical mod is the mod for me to go on the Wi-Fi network on the Wii. I'm not gonna. I mean, that's how I was able to play online on Mario Kart Wii for a time.
Yeah. I see Sharon sent something in the chat about a parody of Disney. I'll watch that when the stream's over.
Oh, this I want to see.
Imagine if Disney and Pixar are technically in a relationship or work relationship. If you think about it, it's like
yeah, they are.
It's kind of like the type of relationship where it's everyone's thinking to themselves, "We're gonna break up," and it's like they're falling apart, losing money. It's like Pixar goes up to Disney. We don't like what you're doing. We realize that we have messed up and we're losing money because of you. We're done. See ya. We'll be called Pixar for life.
And
this is where, and with Disney's Mickey being in domain for the future, it's safe to say public domain. Once that happens, though, I think one of us should be like do a Mickey Mouse dance, like I'm AJ Mickey Mouse. No. If Disney loses the mouse, they lose everything. Because the mouse was like the backbone of Disney in the first place.
Ozzy will be back. He says he'll be back. I know it's Ozzy.
Yeah, take care, Ozzy. But yeah, I really do hope that Disney loses the mouse.
Okay.
I hope Disney mouse.
Okay, what the freak? Who is this idiot?
Who?
A troll that you removed?
It was someone who was like saying something like, something to Ezra Miller or something and all that.
Yeah, he says, the only thing I could make up was, hail Ezra Miller and pineapple on pizza.
If people like pineapple on pizza, that's their problem. Ezra Miller, I don't care about him. I just don't care. I mean, people are like, Ezra Miller's still gonna be Flash.
He's a disgrace. Why should I support Ezra Miller? He's a total disgrace.
Also, Aaron, I wanna say something about this real quick. He is now my most hated actor of all time.
He is or he is not?
He is.
He is my most hated actor ever.
I thought it was Amber Heard.
She's my most hated actress.
Shame. Well, she left Hollywood, so I guess she heard Hollywood out. She heard Hollywood out. Anyway.
Wait, hold on a second. Jez Pena, what do you mean it was you that was trolling? Did you make another account to troll me?
What?
Right, Jez Pena, is that true? Because if it's true, you're getting blocked. Because I'm not having you troll me like that.
Hold on, Luke. Hold on.
Right, I want him to tell the truth right now. If it's true, he's getting blocked. I don't tolerate trolling on my channel.
Just learn how to deal with trolling, man. I don't agree with it all the time. I've been in videos where I jokingly troll people, but it was like troll harassment. That's another story.
Trolling is wrong.
Not all.
Well, that particular one just then was wrong.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And-
Ozzy, someone playing a lot of copyright music. How's that doing? Is this YouTube's new song? Copyright. If you like something, people copyright.
Yeah.
Copyright.
Oh, I missed that.
So it was you, Jess Pena. Right, that's it.
Hold on. Whoa.
It was
He said it's
him.
a joke. He said he won't. He said it's a joke, but he said
Well-
he won't do it again.
well,
Don't block.
I don't
block
trust
Luke,
him.
please.
I don't trust him now.
Yeah, man. You went too far.
Yeah, that was a very dumb move. I don't tolerate trolling him. And you know I hate Ezra Miller. You know. So why did you do that?
He's just.
A disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace, Jess Pena. I don't want you on my channel ever again. I don't want you on my channel ever again. You went way too far. And it's also
Right.
my channel, my rules. If you got a problem with that, then get the hell out.
Okay, Luke, easy. Jeez, man.
Well, he's messing around with me. Pissed me off. And he
Let's let them.
and he knows and he knows how much I despise Ezra Miller as a person. And you know what, Shadow? He's also my most hated actor as well.
I was gonna say the same. I hate Ezra Miller a
Yeah,
lot more than ever.
Yeah, he's my most hated actor of all time, and you did that, Jess Pena. Like, how dare you? You're disgusting. I don't want you on my channel ever again. That was a very bad move.
I think all of us hate Ezra Miller.
We all do.
I wouldn't say I hate him. I hate what he did. There's a difference.
Yeah, but Aaron, he's disgusting.
What he's done is absolutely disgusting.
I agree. He did do disgusting things, and I hold the belief not to hate people, but I also hold the belief not to agree with everything a person has done. Honestly, just stop caring for that dude. If people say they like Ezra Miller, fine, whatever.
And also, Aaron, and he also mentions that he's transgender only so they can get away with more crimes.
I think even I have some people that I know that are trans that would hate that, because just because someone claims of a transgender sexual orientation doesn't mean they are free of crime.
And also this just makes me hate the woke even more, because they're completely cool with us. They love this when people like the
I took care of it. I took care of the guy because I want to. But for the record, though, I think we need to be careful with overdoing the joke, because
Yeah, he needs to be careful what he says, and you know what? Good riddance to him. Because I don't tolerate that kind of behavior on my channel. Trolling is wrong, especially when you're doing it over someone who people hate. It's also upsetting as well. Shadow, would you say you're upset by that horrible joke?
I am.
And Ozzy, are you upset as well?
Of course I'm upset. I'm also upset about the loud copyright music playing outside.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Blaze, are you also upset by that disgusting joke as well?
Yeah. Sam.
And also, pineapple on pizza is also disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like pineapple. I like pineapples as a fruit on its own, guys, but I don't think it belongs on pizza.
I guess right now you could say I'm also double upset.
Yeah.
Pineapple pizza is.
There's always Hawaiian pizza, but that's another thing. But I think they put ham on it.
Because who goes up to someone's house and starts blasting loud copyrighted music?
Party?
Well, guess what? This is not a party. There's no party going on. They just blasted around outside of my house.
And it's unfortunate music that could get me copyright claimed, isn't it?
Yeah, because if I'm in public, that makes sense, which is why I'm muted all the time whenever I'm in public when I join the streams. But if I'm at my house, what's the point of muting?
Mm-hmm.
I will say I'm very disgusted by Ezra Miller.
Yeah, me too.
I find it I find it nothing to be upset about because one, I just stopped caring for the guy. If I don't care for him, not my problem. That's kind of the reaction I think you might want to expect from me. If someone is a disgusting human being that does disgusting things, I don't care for them too much.
Hmm.
I mean, the flush, the flush. It's kind of like whenever you go for a toilet and you you kind of hit to flush the toilet, it kind of goes down a flush. If you think about it, all that. I mean, am I wrong? Or the bidet just cleaning out all that junk out of here.
Aaron, there's a question for you.
Dark Prime's asking you, Aaron, have you lost respect with Chris Evans as well, by any chance?
I kind of did because he just needs to not care what people think. I mean, people don't like something in a movie, just ignore it. I mean, if you choose to support that, he chooses to support that. He doesn't need to get his. I mean, I liked him as Captain America. I liked him as what he did and represented the great of the character. He is not my Buzz Lightyear. I'm sorry. He's just not. I mean, the Buzz Lightyear is Tim Allen. I mean,
always will be.
He's the only Buzz I can accept.
Yeah, I mean, some people agree with what Chris Evans did. I mean, but he did go over the line a lot. I mean, there are some people even that will support something that has certain little bit in the movie, but it's the reason behind it. That's why people really hate it because it's more of a protest versus actual a story. I mean, for example, I recently found out Marion from the new Star Wars video games, Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, I kind of came to the conclusion she's actually pansexual.
Oh, really?
Because she revealed that she had a girlfriend in the first game, and did get spoiled a little bit in Jedi Survivor. So if you don't want spoilers, yell it out.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Don't care.
Okay,
yeah, I don't.
Okay, she dates. Okay, she's with Cal.
Okay.
So they kissed. So yeah, romance.
Oh yeah, I might as well show something I did in the meantime, just to make everything feel better. So to make everybody feel better. So you see this Justice League poster. You see everybody, yeah?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, look what I did.
Well done, Ozzy. Well done.
You know what? DC can't. No, and Marvel. No, you gotta share too. Because see, here's my Avengers poster. Here's everybody. Yada yada yada. Look, it's all cool. There's Spider-Man, and then boom.
Nice one.
You know what? I think should be also. I think I already know someone who really he. This is weird. This guy agreed with Chris Evans, but he hates Ezra Miller. So his name is Ethan Trace. He has his different opinions on things, and I respectfully don't always agree. And he could be the perfect Flash, in my opinion. He actually cosplayed Quicksilver from the Ultron. He actually cosplayed him. And I think he did and I think if he was when I had my old Twitter account, I deleted it because it was drama. So it was a drama, and I got a new one. And I actually loved how he basically could basically be the new Flash. X plays you toilet. You toilet. That's. I actually have a business proposition for YouTube. This could help a lot with adult content creators. You should make a YouTube 18 plus.
I think they should, yeah. In that case.
I mean, that way the most mature content will move over there, and YouTube could age restrict on the main channel, on the main YouTube platform, but it will be made public on the 18 plus channel. So you can basically connect your channel to adult 18 up content, so that way you don't have to worry about censorship, like blurring out certain scenes in the video games, movies, all that.
Yeah, I mean, we should definitely do that. Yeah, that'd be a good move for them.
to back it up more, if the type of content on there has minors or people who are
See you, Sharon.
legal age, that videos should automatically be removed immediately. That is a way YouTube's policies could protect the minors, they could protect people, and they could be also still make it safe for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, you make a good point, because I have a lot of things to criticize about YouTube, because this week, Most Critical, he criticized YouTube again and modern parenting in general, because he makes a pretty good damn point about what he said about modern parenting. Like, do you want to hear what he said? Literally, basically, with modern parenting is that basically these parents nowadays, they just hand their kid whatever so they can stay babysit throughout the whole time, and they don't even bother to check the age rating. Like, you give them a rated M game, parents need to start suing the company. It's rated M for a reason. Same thing with YouTube. If you're gonna sit a kid down, just not pay attention, monitorizing what they're watching, and they're just gonna be watching that person's content, and you're gonna start complaining. Well, literally, you have to read the rating and monitorize what they're doing. Be a parent and stop relying on the internet to be your kid's babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is one of the reasons why I despise modern parenting.
It's actually this might make everyone mad, but it's the so-called modern parenting is why we have COPPA.
Yeah,
which is really not working.
Here's the problem: kids are not stupid. They can find a loophole and act at a certain age. But the other side of the thing is, I think Batman Beyond should never be for kids.
Yeah, it's for everyone, not just children.
There's also a lot of dark moments in that too.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just for children; it's for everyone.
I mean, example: Batman fought the henchman who basically kidnapped him, and basically was very. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to say it.
Disturbing
stuff, and I like the Terry McGinnis. Will Ferrell did a good job when he was dressed up when he was in his Batman outfit. The guy goes, "You're strong for a punk who thinks he's Batman. I am Batman." I love that line.
Yeah, he's a Batman of the future.
Love the line, "I am Batman," because he emphasized on the "am," and Bruce Wayne, he emphasized on Batman. I mean, I've seen that comment somewhere, and I don't fully take credit for saying it. I just think it's perfect for kids to actually see someone of the future. I mean, I have the Batman Beyond movie, Return of the Joker. I have that, and I have the entire Teen Titans show. I mean, yeah, there was some kid stuff in there, but if you know the age, not for kids under the age of 7. It is not for kids under the age of 7.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some stuff in there that really opened eyes. Like example, Starfire. She was horribly treated, called a torque, basically. It's basically a racial term for nothing. And
I remember seeing that somewhere.
In Cyborg, he was unfairly treated because he was part human and part robot, but he was also a black man. So he basically dealt with a lot of the prejudice. And even in season 5 of the episode 8 or 9, I think it was called 8, called Go, Beast Boy was able to accept Cyborg for who he is, despite his half-human ability and half-robot. I think that's the type of thing that we miss. I mean, the greatest type of Moosh episodes are the type that give lessons to everyone. I mean, the problem is, though, the lessons that people are giving are more PC, politically correct. Honestly, that's not what everyone needs to see yet. I mean, example, if someone says to me they're transgender, okay. If they try to push it down my throat, I'm like, stop, back up. That's the type of thing. Honestly though, when it comes to anyone's sexual orientation, I don't think it should be pushed on kids. I don't think it should be pushed in kids' faces.
I agree.
I think
it should not.
It's too early.
Way too early.
Kids probably might hear minor things about it, but parents should step up a little bit on that. and they probably might say that's a decision or that's the identity they want to be. When they get older, they'll find out a little more research on themselves. I mean, that's just part of growing up.
I mean, yes, I feel like the appropriate age would be like 13 because that's probably when kids start to learn about body changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but that is one thing, but it's also, but their mind is still developing. So before they embrace something, they need to do more research. They need to grow, and they need to embrace the childhood they have now. If they don't embrace the childhood they have now, next thing you know, they wasted their life even trying to do that. And that is one of the reasons why they lost people who are involved in that lose hope, because they don't have, I mean, not because they're rejected all the time and they're confused, but because they denied themselves of the childhood they they wanted to have or never had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm glad to have a childhood. I mean, I'm 27 now, for goodness sakes, and my birthday was last month. And being 27 years old and seeing people even around my age or younger being, in a way, stupid, are just like, ew. People are like, I feel this way. Okay, Backstreet Boys, get out of here. Yeah, it's like, you should embrace it. How about no? You're intolerant. You're hateful. Look at a mirror. Oh man! Oh my gosh! It kind of reminds me of this rapper Tom McDonald. He had Kale with this line: "People are so stupid. Why they are so stupid? Get better products. Where the goodness you want them. You're so dumb." The song's called "People So Stupid." It's and it's I will probably. And Tom McDonald is a rapper who came from Canada, of all places. He also calls out stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Send it to you, Luke. You don't have to play it, even though it has, I don't know, 33 million views.
33 million, wow.
33 million.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he basically calls out stupidity for what it is.
Nice. Huh.
Yeah. And as the older I get, the more people are like, people claim they are standing for something. And I'm like, dude, you're basically just standing on a platform someone built for you that's just going to fall. It's like, I stand for Crash.
Mm-hmm.
Crash Bandicoot. Anyway. It's like, Crash, all right. Hey, what's up? That's just Crash, man. Ah, shut up.
I'll probably be playing those games in the future, actually, as well. Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, and Luke, get a capture card, and you could probably play PlayStation 4 games. Maybe start on your main channel.
Luke, Crash is actually pretty difficult, if you're asking.
Is it, Blaze? Okay.
Yeah, it's a platformer, if you're asking.
I only played a Nintendo. I played on I think there was a Crash Bandicoot on the 64, I think, or was it? I don't think it made a 64. Did it? Okay, let me go.
GameCube, maybe?
N64? Oh.
I mean, I could check.
Let's see. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot was on Nintendo 64, but it was a Super Mario Ramp Hunt. Never mind. Was created by, what do you know? Last of Us creator Naughty Dog. Anyway. That's okay. I'm geeking out a little bit right now, but Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex is on Xbox and GameCube.
All right.
What that means I look into see if I can see get some Crash Bandicoot games on there in the future.
Nice one.
There's Crash Team Racing. I mean, there's that. Basically, Crash Bandicoot was the Mario of PlayStation.
I'll be sure to play the games in the future, absolutely.
I mean, you're talking to a guy that's basically nerding out a little bit. I mean, I have Lego Star Wars. I have both Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 1 and 2. I have the Bigs too, which is in my opinion, underrated baseball game by 2K, but they shot themselves in the foot. I have Mario Kart Wii, MVP Baseball 2004, Mario Super Sluggers, very popular. Mario Strikers Charged. Mario Sports Mix. I mean, I just bought those two games just this year, and they both totaled around $50 when I bought them online because they're so good games. I found the book, by the way, Luke. I know you may not be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm gonna probably turn one of my lights on in my area, but this is one of the book I recommend for you guys. Don't waste my time. How to Beat All the Competition on YouTube by Bobby Crosby.
Okay, I'll see if I can find that. Yeah.
You could get it on Kindle.
Okay, cool.
So you don't have to worry about buying the physical copy online. And I actually texted Bobby Crosby. His real YouTube name is Dodger Films. He basically changed how I did YouTube forever.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna take a nap after a bit, but I'm happy. Let's just say I'm happy where I am. YouTube in a way how I set up. I may not be happy with the views, but I'm happy with what I've created. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm happy with what I've continue to do.
Well, have you done really well so far? Yeah, really well.
I mean, I am less than 600 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers.
Wow.
I am.
Yeah. Hope you get that.
I will get there. I want to get there. I will get there, and that's it. I don't want to give any more subscriber goals for the rest of my career.
Well, Aaron, I'm gonna continue to support you no matter what.
Yeah, we all will here.
I'm sure that we together could make it better. I like Venom. Yeah, Tom Hardy did a good job as attaching Venom. You know.
Topher Grace.
So sissy. Topher Grace. Ew. It's like why you so much weight? I'm like, okay. Okay, Topher, did you gargle Coca-Cola on the way out? What are you doing?
Yeah, Topher was a horrendous miscast.
Yeah, it was.
I guess she was not helpful.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we're not giving him grace.
That's not a good one.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many roasts that I just ordered a roasted chicken. Topher Grace approved. And
that's fun.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, Topher Grace is the best fan of Tobey Maguire. No!
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, Andrew Garfield, underrated Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's underrated.
The best. Tom Holland, nah. Then he went, okay.
I think Tom Holland is fine as Spider-Man.
I think age-wise, he was perfect. I think he was meant to fit the young high school, but did they really have to change the video game version to fit him?
No, they didn't.
The game is supposed to be about Yuri, not Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yuri's not Hans. God damn it.
I think Also, the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is interesting, although there was a sneaky Easter egg in there that I didn't really like.
Let me guess. It's the Will McGuire dance.
No, it's the. I'm talking to sequel. But share this, Luke, because I don't want this to get taken down.
Okay. We've got like a minute left to stream. Oh wow, time flies. Oh god, yeah, that's worrying.
You can just send it priorly to the gang.
Yeah.
Here's it's a Marvel, so what do you expect? It's a can made shit.
Oh boy! Oh no!
Yeah, there you go, guys. It's there for you to see.
Oh god, I heard about that.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah, it's worrying.
Yeah, heard of us.
People in the stream, don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask, guys. It's not nice.
There was a complete controversy about that.
I mean, if you're gonna ask, I'm just gonna say some things are best left unanswered.
Indeed, yeah.
And also modders were even been to be cancelled.
I mean, at least it's not cuties. Goodness.
No, nothing but anything but that. No.
Anything but that, yeah. Anything but that. Anyway, guys, so wow, it's 3 hours into stream. That was really fun, wasn't it? That was an amazing stream.
And satisfied.
Welcome back, Alexander. So yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in this week. It's been really great talking to you all. Thank you so much, and I hope you all have an amazing week. And I'll see you all next week. So yeah, and thank you all for tuning in, guys, this week, and I'll see you all next week. So you know, drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like, and also be sure to let us know in the comments what you thought of tonight's stream, and also please go subscribe to the guests, give them some love and support as well. They definitely deserve a love and support. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe from this current future. If you would like to be a member, you can respond using a PC order or description, and I'll see you all later. All right, see you guys. Take care.
See you, stream.